Welcome, everybody, to Potato Place Gaming. I'm making sure my microphone is on, and it is on. We are here playing
We did stuff!
Campaign 2, Episode 4.
Yep, good job, buddy.
Announcements.
As always, we are playing for Extra Life. Give back, game on. That's their new little tagline, but we're still okay with playing games to help kids, heal kids, whatever it is.
We never said we weren't.
Healing them doesn't help them.
Heal games play kids.
You are healed.
I can tell you that whole story from when I was at United, so that's fun. I know why they changed it. But yeah, so as you see on the screen, last year we got $2,736.50. We're going to try to beat that again this year. We got different things going on throughout the year that's going to assist with that. One of those things is if you do a $5 donation to any of the team members' page and put the phrase Captain Falcon, Falcon, Falcon Punch, you're going to be entered in for a fun little drawing for a replica Captain Falcon helmet that was made by Harrison. So
Like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Wild to think about.
The question was, when is the drawing? We were just talking about that. That is going to be at the end of March, right at the end of Q1. So
28.
There we go.
Maybe my dad will donate and then win right before his birthday.
Oh
my
my
dad would be like,
goodness.
I'm throwing that in the trash.
You know, maybe I should have Michael
What am I
donate.
supposed to do with
His head
that?
might fit in that. Might.
It might.
I don't know. That
Might.
kid's got a large noggin.
Yes. Big fat head.
He'll grow up.
Yeah, that was $1,000 more than the
Oh, it's
prior
a
year,
lot.
Hoffman.
Babies
I
always
want to
have
make
big
fun
heads.
of him for it when he's like 13
Or
years
his
old.
head will
Makes
outgrow
me-
it.
As always, thank you, Andreas at Fantastical Filaments. He's provided a lot of the miniatures that we use in our campaigns. He is our miniature sponsor for Potato Place Gaming. We appreciate everything he sends to us, everything he helps us with. He did our current characters for their miniatures. Thank you, Julian at Astralgrave. He's the one who did our Potato Place Gaming logo. He also did our character portraits that you can see down below. And by the end of this weekend, the portrait for everybody will be on the shop. I had to do some stuff to make it the right size for posters. So I'm finishing that up this weekend, and it should be on by Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Woo!
We have a dream that one day
Everybody will see our
pictures
beautiful
will be
faces.
sponsored. Well, that too.
Do you guys know what time it is?
Clobbering
Morphin'
time?
time?
It's time.
New calendar!
Oh,
The theme for this year, so let's say 2024 we had the Tome of Hose. 2023 we had the Monster Manual. For 2025 we have Season of the Elves.
oh.
There you go. One of you can keep that. I don't want that.
Fuck, just a lot of Leo words.
That
Oh,
they're
it's just
elves
like,
in
let's
reading.
do-
So yes,
Nope,
they're very. It's just sexy elves. They're not necessarily.
Are they different elves? There's so many
I
elves.
mean, they look pretty pretty hot.
You
That
can
looks
have
like
some
a fairy.
drows. You can have
So-
halfsies.
Some
For
sort
the
of
month of
Hazzy.
June, I will say, from what I'm seeing
me.
here, they're all pretty thematic for the time
like
of
it.
year or holidays
You
that
look
would
like
be
you're
around
working at a
there,
fast food restaurant.
for the most part.
Oh
So,
boy.
for our guessing, just kind of guess like what the picture will look like. And it's also boys and girls, so you could get an extra point.
Something for everybody.
All right, so what do you think January is?
I think like a sophisticated but still svelte elf lady with like an outdoor sort of dress with like a muff.
No, I'm just looking
Not
at
that
the,
kind of muff.
I know, man. Just
No,
like
I'm-
Harrison's
I'm just looking
Harrison's
at
flipping
the,
through the thing going, oh, yeah.
no, the one that's like after the calendar year, but you know how they give you like the next year.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking sophisticated, sexy snow bunny vibes.
It's a drow with a dream.
Sure.
Oh.
Kinda
Could be a drow.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go with a drow.
I am.
I think it's like a pale skin.
I'm going to say it's a male elf just sitting, just in the cozy, like, sitting room sipping some tea.
Yay.
Gay. I don't know. A male elf in the forest, probably with bows and arrows. Super good. Super duper good.
I'm gonna say a high elf female, giving Elsa vibes in the snowy woods.
Yeah, maybe they want to build a snowman.
Yeah.
You're like sophisticated Snow Bunny. I'm a little
A drow with a dream.
All right. So I do have a question. Nikki and Chris, did you guys take a peek at this? Because
No, that's what I'm saying. Look, she even has a fur on her.
like, he literally said like Elsa vibes too, and
That's what I said. I knew the fur with
No,
the
I have
little
never
fox
seen that.
and a fine dress.
so
We would just be good at making thematic calendars.
Yeah. I mean,
trash.
Look for the Venture Quest in calendar coming in some point in time when we learn to. Well, he already knows how to do.
well, we have enough characters now. We could probably do a calendar.
That would be fucking good.
Good. Have some
Maybe we
tasteful.
Sexy boudoir character calendar.
Is there anything else?
I want to see the Ghost Egg page.
Ghost Stack
Yes.
would be February or January.
Where is it? There's the one, yeah, it's right there.
Or December. He could be
It's like
Santa
half
Claus.
open, chest hair.
He's got the rope and
He could
I'll
be
tell you
Santa
guys.
Claus.
I'll
the
tell you
rope,
guys
that's
whenever
it.
we're watching.
He
the
could be
thing.
dressed up as
I
Santa
don't
Claus
want
in
to tell
December.
everybody.
I don't have anything else, so let's play that intro.
Okay.
Last we left off, the denizens of Campaign 2, name yet to be decided, found themselves in a month-long rainstorm.
No.
Not voting for that.
Found themselves in a month-long rainstorm in the settlement of Hardmire, a settlement filled with conflict and mushrooms. You guys found yourselves in the inner chambers of the tree tower, where Lord Seraphite shifted his form into a tall, feminine mushroom
Turns out he wasn't
thing
such a fun
filled
guy.
with rot and decay. Towering, bloated, body covered in fungal growths, mushrooms, puffballs, and mold, withering tendrils or pseudopods in places of arms. But kind of attractive at the same time. But anyway,
Yeah.
the creature formerly known as Lord Seraphite made itself known. Lord Shalaman attempted to summon something. He called upon an archdevil, which I think a lot of you guys would have known that name.
Oh.
All right.
The Sonic theme just randomly in there.
We could probably mute the TV. That way that doesn't happen again.
I got it.
The creature formerly known as
Anyway,
Did you do
Lord
that?
Seraphite.
that was him, right?
Luke Seraphite, yes.
Yes, the creature formerly known as Luke Seraphite then said that the blood war is over, it's nearing its end, that hell is overrun with demons, and that you guys were going to be some of New Avernus's first denizens. and Avernus no longer ran by devils, but by demons. There was a fight. You all
More like a beat.
died.
Ass kicking.
And did I miss anything else before you guys went down?
I don't know. I don't think so.
There he was. The demon person was turning. I think they turned some of the enemies into his own people.
Yeah, you turn them into like
Things that
Yeah.
you would see in Last of Us is what I like to.
yeah, like in
Yeah.
The Last of Us, whenever like some of the like infected would like grow into the wall. Like, that's basically what it was. But that's where we kind of left off, where you guys all find yourself in these blackened iron maidens. Not the band, the torture device that the band is named after. Any sort of movement hurts as you get stabbed. If you try to kind of break free of your restrictions, you're very uncomfortable. The room you're in is a nightmare's fusion of infernal craftsmanship and cruelty. Looks like the room is designed to torment both body, and soul. Walls are made of jagged blackened iron. Everything in this room does seem just perpetually hot to the touch. In a hot stench of like
That's hot.
sulfur hits your nose. Chains and manacles kind of hang from the ceilings here. There's lots of glowing runes that seem to like sap your strength and willpower, and the feeling of escape seems impossible. Floors uneven, scorched with a slick mixture of blood and sweat, covered in a thin layer of ash. Dim, hellish
gonna
red
give a
light flickers
terrible
from
view.
the sconces. The shadows casted from these sconces are eerie and sickening. Sounds of screams and shrieks, hollers, conflict can be heard all around you.
And from us.
The oppressive heat is lingering. There's just an aura of despair. And every moment that you guys are in these Iron Maidens is a pretty grueling ordeal. It seems as if these are designed to break even the most resilient souls. Sammy, you were not here last time. Is there anything you would be doing?
I would
Besides
say,
freaking out.
Well,
We can pick it up right there if there's anything else you guys would be doing.
I would
I know what you
say
did last time.
that when you guys arrived here with us all together, and you heard all the screams and the shrieking, Sammy hasn't said anything. You've just heard his Iron Maiden echoing with the sounds of torment, fear, and pain. He has been unable to speak.
Oh, so he's not in
And
the
you
cry
guys-
club like me.
You guys can't see each
He
other
has
either.
just been
You just hear each other.
screaming and moaning this entire time.
I mean, that's
Crying, screaming,
Yeah,
moaning.
that's-
Yep.
that's
That's about what they all did too.
Yeah, except like I have zero observation
I'm trying to
outside of this chamber.
Yeah.
I
summon
can't
my
see through
Eldritch
the blood
Blast
pouring out
of
my eyes.
rage, but it's not.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm trying to like, I don't know.
Nothing. And also, as you do, kind of just feel yourself, like feel what's like on your body. You're used to having like your gear. You know what would be your weapons, your accoutrement, your armor, whatever. You don't feel like you have anything on. You don't feel naked. You feel like you have like maybe like a thin layer of clothing on, like maybe pajamas or something like that. But you don't feel like you have any gear on you.
Fantastic.
As you guys do, hear the sounds of footsteps.
I hear nothing.
And hang on.
You'll find out.
Sammy don't care.
Sammy can't
Sammy's
escape
having
his torment right now.
poor guy.
So, Booker, you'd be the first one to see this. You see 3 figures hurriedly enter the room. As they do step in there, Vivian and Sam, you would also be able to see this. I don't
see
think you. Yeah. These figures, gruesome and terrifying in appearance. Their bodies seemed like wrapped in these long spiked chains all around their body. And the chains kind of like writhe and slither like they're like living creatures. As they do walk in, also you see the chains and manacles hanging from the ceiling, almost kind of like flow with them as they go through. Like their red, leathery, pale skin is like corpse-like and kind of marred with these scars and burns.
What?
You get a good look at their faces as they do walk in. They seem featureless.
Gross.
One of their faces, like where their eyes should be, you just see these like hollow pits of despair. Overall appearance is just very, very horrifying. It looks like they're trying to look as scary and invoke the most amount of fear and dread into those that make eye contact with them or look on them, since you can't make eye contact with the one. As they do walk into the room, they do kind of walk around you guys and seem very curious about you, and like almost like they're surprised to see you inhabiting these Iron Maidens.
Oh my God, go away!
And they begin to speak a language that you four definitely don't understand. What languages do you speak?
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal.
Yeah, so you do understand them. Very rudimentary
I don't know.
language that they're speaking. Sounds very gruff and to the point. They seem very confused about why you're there.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm there. I mean, I'm going to try to like speak back because it's the first time. And
They do kind of look you over whenever you say that. And then you'll hear
what
one
do
of
you
them
want?
go, "It's a trick. It's one of them. The demons."
I'm not a demon.
But they do ignore your pleas as you say that.
Why? What are you?
They
what is
begin
this?
to kind of argue with each other, and
There was this mushroom lady, and now we're here. She killed me. All of us.
there seems to be an argument between them over whether
That's
or
okay.
not
I'm still going to
you
keep talking.
guys are
I don't
demons
know.
in disguise or what.
Why would we be here? What would be the point of me being in disguise when I'm trapped in this thing?
And as you do that, one of them, quiet, as he whips a chain and it wraps completely around your Iron Maiden where you can't see anything, and you see this red glow begin to go as your Iron Maiden glows red hot.
I'm screaming.
Oi! Hey!
Just screaming in terrible pain.
I don't understand a single
Are
word.
you three doing anything?
But looking.
Let us the fuck out.
Not me. Wasn't.
If you want somebody to torture
Stop
me.
it! I'm telling the truth.
No, you can't even persuade him. You'll see the one with no eyes approach yours and look through the blackened slot that you can imagine where your eyes are. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Look through.
Yeah.
More like you see the back of that guy's fucking skull.
Are
That
paladins
is a
proficient?
21.
Paladins are
20.
proficient in wisdom, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm actually.
21. So you seem like he's really trying to invoke fear in you, which does not take. When he sees that it's not necessarily working, he'll say, "Fine, we will kill them."
In
What?
common or infernal?
We're already dead.
You hear that?
We're already
What?
dead.
What does he say? What is he?
He's going to kill us.
Already
We're already dead.
Just quietly crying.
Wasn't me.
Listening, looking.
Wasn't me. Wasn't
This is the place. How do you not
So,
know how we got
You
here?
see
Wonderful victim
as you see all of them
circumstance.
begin to whip their chains around you guys, your Iron Maidens begin to like heat up.
It's so hot.
It's very hot.
It wasn't me.
Ow! Did somebody drop a die?
No, that was her hat.
Oh,
Was it my hat? Oh, that sucks.
I got excited. That would have been the first
Me.
dice drop.
Oh,
Did we add all this money to
Nope.
the
I made that comment already.
New money, new money, new
I
money.
mean, with house money?
Sorry.
So anyway,
If we hadn't have shattered last year's goal, I'd be more worried about it.
it's okay. It'll be icing on the top. So what are you guys doing?
Writhing in pain.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you weren't planning on doing anything else.
I probably
Make a wisdom
can't really
saving
say much because I'm burning right now.
Fine.
with.
This is we're all the dog.
Disadvantage.
This is fine. I'm okay
Everything's
with what's
fine.
happening right now.
All this thing is fine.
Yeah, you're not having a good time. You could act if you wanted to, but I don't think you will.
My character is going to do nothing.
And then all of a sudden, you guys see these chains. You hear a movement in the room, like something large coming in there. You hear the infernal shouts seem like really like upset and like they're startled by something as the chains do unwrap from you guys through your tiny little holes. You see this large snake-like creature enter the chamber, like
what's that?
huge, like 10 feet long. Hold on, let me get a picture of it.
Oh, that's what I want to see.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
No, it's just a Rob thing. A roach.
Nikki's making a smart comment.
Not really. It's just what made it.
Looks like... Oh, come on.
Not enough heads.
Looks like that.
Oh, what?
I'll
I
post
do.
that.
That's
Post that in the
all
Discord
feel
real quick.
all.
Let me post it in
It's
the
it's quite a lovely
Discord.
creature.
So this thing is
Maybe
massive.
that'll work.
Like,
That's
you know,
fine.
like if you were to put your arms around
With it,
him,
Booker.
it would be like
I'll
this. It'd be like
translate.
you're hugging like a big tree.
Hi.
That's that
Um,
big.
And it seems as if they are the chain wrapped creatures really are thrown off by this thing coming in there as they begin to kind of whip at this thing,
What?
like begin to
They're
attack it.
fighting.
This large creature kind of resembles like a monstrous, like large fish or like an eel. Kind of has these slimy scale, like exterior that drips with this gross-looking, like darkened, nasty, like swamp water almost.
The horses are fighting.
Its body, its elongated body is kind of like muscular in the weird places, but also like lean and tenderly.
This
kinda
is a campaign of
sinuous.
all the disgusting creatures that Harrison can come up
It
with.
looks like it is able to like it is made to be in the water.
Well, it's all they are for some reason.
The head on this thing's particularly terrifying. It has kind of this wide fanged maw. Looks like it would be capable of swallowing a humanoid whole,
Well, that'd be better. than
or
this.
that it
Just
would be
do
able to bite
I
through
don't think so.
just about anything, like any of these chains. It does have these kind of like glowing, malicious-looking eyes that just look like they have dubious intent.
Well, at least it has eyes.
And any of the appendages, like arms, anything that you see coming off it, are almost like these tentacle-like appendages. Look like they are there to grapple whatever its prey is. As you see it jump at one of these infernal creatures and wrap them up and swallow it whole, as you see the other two begin to kind of whip their chains at it. Are you guys doing anything while this is happening?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
I am wailing.
Whiskey,
I'm in
risky
pain.
getting stabbed.
I'm in pain, and as I'm watching
Are
this
they killing
grotesque
us or are they
creature
killing
eat
each
another
other?
grotesque
They're just
creature,
So-
I'm hoping that
I'm
not bloody fucking
Trying to
next.
find purchase to push the whatever it is I'm in, see if I can try to kick it.
Make a dexterity check.
I mean, I'd probably be
I mean,
thrashing around
I don't know how I feel about the Iron Maiden being on its front or back,
Mod 20.
on its back.
considering
Be
it's
first.
covered in spikes.
Yeah,
You kind of slide your foot, and you notice that you're barefoot, and you kind of like find like a place to push. And as you do push, your toe kind of slips, and you get just a cut on the bottom of your foot.
Ah!
It's not that bad,
I could feel
but it could have been a lot worse.
You could feel my cut?
I could just sometimes when someone describes how you get injured, I can feel the pain. Like,
Yeah, my
it's
balls
stubby
hurt when
toe,
people describe
you know
their
what-
pain sometimes.
yeah, you get that weird. Yeah,
I
that
just get
goes
a
up
weird,
in your
like-
gut. Yeah,
Oh.
Ghost
like,
pain.
yeah.
It's like when people use the wooden spoons, and I can feel it. Ah!
So, you see this monster just kind of slither around, and he almost like goes in between your guys' Iron Maidens. You know, the chains kind of whip, and they kind of smack you guys, causing pain. And it's the ringing sound from the, you know.
I don't think my character can tell.
Ew.
You see the snake-like creature chomp down on another one. It as another one tries to kind of run away, it snaps at him and slowly yanks this creature as it gets completely devoured by this
Maybe
creature.
that'll be faster. I don't know.
I think it's gonna be faster.
And
I think everything here is
Any
meant to be
questions?
as slow as possible.
No.
Just end
this
it
beast
already.
does, after it devours it, turns its eyes towards you.
Ah,
Booker.
Oi!
As this creature does begin to kind of come up to you, it kind of looks you over.
What's it doing?
I'm not very
doing?
tasty. I'll have to. I'll
With
have you
this,
know.
don't let it eat me, Booker.
and you hear it go.
Oh,
You don't understand this language.
I don't understand that one.
I don't
What-
understand what you're
Does anybody
saying.
here speak Abyssal?
No.
No, unfortunately, not in this arsenal of this character.
I know 2 languages. I know
As its
Elvish and Common.
incredulous-looking eyes almost smile as you feel pure chaos coming from this entity. As it begins to kind of slither its entire body around your Iron Maiden and begin to squeeze and squeeze as these begin to kind of stab into you.
Stop it!
Ow! I said I'm
What are
not
you guys
tasty.
doing?
I'm just slowly building in rage and
I
trying
don't,
to make
I'm
myself
not supposed to be on the
explode.
menu.
I don't know how else to explain it. I just know that there's something inside me that bursts out every so often, and I'm trying to make that do that in a very big way.
Roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier to it, which should be like a +4 or 5 now, I would imagine.
Spell
Maybe even more.
modifiers.
Maybe
four.
it's a
It's 4.
+6.
Yeah.
I think +6 might be the highest it can be at this level.
22.
Okay, so
Just all my pent
As
up
you hear
sadness
Booker's,
and rage and pain and fear.
I wouldn't say cries, but just shrieks of
And I'm
pain.
very worried about him. I do like him, despite what I act like.
You feel him lose basically all hope. You can hear it in his voice as if the pain
Which
is
I don't.
excruciating. Or that if he hasn't lost hope yet, it might soon fizzle out. That he'll ever get out of this Iron Maiden. Let's see. So that's a Booker. Locke and Vivian would be able to see the sides of this thing as it. You
I'm just screaming in rage and telling him to stop hurting him.
as you scream at the top of your lungs, stop! So the echoes kind of come down from, you're basically inside of like a
Yeah.
metal, like you put a
Lovely.
metal bowl over your head and
Yeah.
yell. As your ears begin to ring, you see this creature erupt into this infernal hellfire and shriek in pain as it slumps down around, and you hear it go like almost like as if there's like some sort of like liquid or goo on the ground now.
Yummy.
So I really only hear it.
Booker, you would be able to see it since it's around yours. You look on the ground and there's this like black viscous like sludge on the ground where this creature used to be. The hellfire was very hot, by the way. As
No more eyebrows for
that
this.
necessarily isn't the thing that stands out, but more so like the smell coming off this creature mixed with the Iron Maiden being crushed
All the
onto
blood
you.
and guts everywhere.
Maybe some of the most painful experience you've ever had. You probably had some real doozies. At least
This
the
is
most,
probably the top.
at least the most physical pain. Probably not the most emotional pain. As this creature does seem to be
Just
disintegrated into slosh, and you'll hear a singular set of footsteps slowly walking down the hallway towards you guys. What's everybody's passive perception?
0.
12.
14.
Right now, you mean?
Yeah.
14.
14.
14.
14, 14,
12.
12,
10.
10. So you two hear almost what sounds like you probably would have definitely learned how to listen to footsteps, and you probably would have too. Kind of like more of a high pitch, like almost like it seems like there's like a set of high heels or something like that.
Oh.
Everybody needs to make a wisdom saving throw as you just feel your ears begin to ring and this kind of like heat take over your entire
My
body.
ears are probably all right.
You don't need to.
I've been crushed, burned, toasted. And...
I don't need to. Okay.
13.
12.
Fail, fail,
21.
fail.
You said wisdom?
Yep.
16.
Fail.
I don't think I would have been.
You all
I failed on the 21.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to say, I don't
pass
think I can
out.
Fuck!
Do I?
I might have been passed out already.
I need you four to leave the room.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, I figured I probably passed out from the pain from
Turn off your mics, too,
I
guys.
would,
burned and...
I would go upstairs if I were you, because the other side still has all the Christmas decorations.
Do I need
and
to turn
shit
off?
on
No,
it.
I don't.
If
turn
it's
off my mic
orange,
for
that
this.
just means it's muted, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I would also just shut it all the way off. It's not hard to turn it all turn back on. Fill my water bottle.
After you, I need to grab some out of my bag.
I guess.
Make sure you close that door almost all the way whenever you leave.
Alright. Okay. Good luck. Save us.
So, Vivian, as you scream and call out towards anything
Yes.
that will help you,
Yes.
you feel a tug and almost a voice, the same voice that you've heard during
Dreams and
and any time that you exhibit your powers. As the footsteps that you can now hear getting closer and closer to you, you feel your Iron Maiden release as you fall down to the ground. And you see a set of cloven hoofs step right next to you that are almost in like these like hoof heel kind of things, if that makes sense.
sure.
Um,
Very feminine.
You look up, you see... First thing you notice is the stunning beauty. Like a stunningly beautiful, terrifyingly regal, fiendish creature. Dark crimson skin, piercing, glowing yellow eyes that radiate allure and danger simultaneously. Very sharp features, flawless features you could even say. Long black hair with hints of deep red in it that cascades down to her back. You see a large set of these leathery bat-like wings retract as she almost is presenting herself as they retract into her back and kind of disappear. In her hand you see a flaming like whip that she holsters, and you see the flame does eventually extinguish. Clad in attire that is elegant but dark. It seems to reflect a manipulative and dominating nature. From eyesight alone, you can get that this creature exudes an aura of sensuality and malice. You see this creature smile at you. Vivian, what are you doing in a place like this?
What? How do you know my name? Do I recognize it? I do recognize
you will
it.
immediately recognize this voice as
I
the
know
voice
the
that's been in
voice.
your head and just the
Yeah.
force that's been tugging at you since the night on the
Ship.
boat.
Well, yeah. Who are you?
I'm the one who knocked. I'm Lilith. Make a history check. Or a religion check, whichever one you'd like to.
That's not very good. That was only like a 7.
You know basics. Being of a highborn household. Hey, you guys are learning all this for the first time. It's kind of fun. Being of a highborn household, you would certainly be more up to date on your history. You know names like Zariel and Bel when it comes to devils,
Well, I
and
know
then
that-
all the way
That Zariel
to-
was a devil because that's what the other person was
You know
calling
them-
out to.
going all the way up to the top of the pyramid when it comes to devils, or the bottom of the funnel is more how you'd look at it. The most powerful, the head honcho of the devils being Asmodeus. Basically, the devil of all devils. And his lover, Lilith.
You're really Lilith, like the devil Lilith.
Yes. And she reaches her hand down and almost like lifts you up. You feel your weight just kind of leave. You look down, you're wearing these like rags.
Yeah.
Like starting level in a video game.
Feeling kind of self-conscious, obviously.
So what are you doing here? You didn't make much use of the second gift I gave you.
What do you mean, the second gift?
The ship. The attack. The wave of fire that killed you and your family. And that precious dog of yours over there. She looks at Booker's, and you do see this, like, iron, you know what an Iron Maiden looks like? You can see this little tiny slit, and you do see his head kind of pushed up against there.
He's not a dog. He's
Oh,
helped
he's
me.
as loyal as one. That's okay. I like people that are loyal to me also. You might be wondering why you're alive.
I wonder that every day.
Why a tiny little precious thing like you was able to lift a big strong man like that out of the ocean.
I don't
And how
remember.
you were able to just get to shore.
And what this is?
What do you do?
Or like that weird
I can't see, your laptop is right in the way.
thing.
You see, that means I like you. As she touches it, and you see these like kind of like long talon-like fingers.
I'll sit up.
And she does tap you on your infernal red glowing jewel device that like sits right where like your sternum meets your rib cage. You see, I have use for someone like you.
What kind of use?
A woman scorned. Somebody done wrong. A man got you down.
Several, if I'm being honest.
Use them. Gain power.
That's what I was trying to do, or at least contact someone who had it, and then she died.
And that's what I tried to do too, my dear. Do you have any questions?
So many.
Out of
How
character,
did
any
you-
questions
yeah.
about what's going on?
Oh, you mean just in game sense? I mean, obviously, for the moment, I'm still in pain, but feel familiar with her, even though I don't really remember her specifically doing the things.
Yeah. Tell me, dearie, what is on your mind?
Well, first of all, I don't understand why we're even here. We were fighting some...
I believe that your friend, Zug Tamoy, do you know that name?
Yes, that was that disgusting mucusy...
That is not just some willy-nilly demon trash. That's a demon lord, my dear. And they are all over those precious little islands you are going to be the queen of.
The queen. Well, I was. Not sure how I'm going to do that now.
Still be, if you let me help you.
You can help me do that.
I can do many things. As long as you help me.
Are you why I'm alive? And why he's alive?
You seem to know the answer to that already.
I always knew it was something.
And you'll see her while she's talking to you just kind of casually walk around as these like heel hoofs kind of she'll kind of take a look at each of your compatriots. Now you all see you guys are kind of in like this star-like pattern, all facing outwards.
Like a pentagram-ishy.
Maybe.
They said that the demons were winning, that
No, they
hell was
have
losing.
already won. Look around.
How are you here?
And she'll raise her hand, and as she does, you see the wall behind you kind of like fade away. You look at a hellish scape of conflict, and you see horrific creatures fighting each other. A lot more of the creatures, like the snake-like creatures, seem to be winning rather than the other creatures, as you see just mass conflict out around you. Oh, you only have a few minutes here, dearie. Get your questions out now. The demons' avernus will soon be theirs.
What do I need to do? I don't want to be here. I want to be back so I can do something.
Oh, I
don't
can
care how
send
we
you
do it.
back.
They took everything, so what does it matter if I have to give something up to get something back?
Let's make a deal. You see an incredulous smile come across her face. You see this war going on around you. This is the blood war. It's been going on for a millennia. Devils, demons, oh my. The demons are winning. You see, they have already invaded all 9 levels of the 9 hells. Orcus, the demon king, has taken over Nessus and trapped my man, my dear Asmodeus, away. I need help to get him back. You're not the only one that leeches power off of a powerful man. The demon lords have taken over each lair of hell, and they've taken over many of your precious little cities.
They're the ones that killed Lady Pale Arrow.
Yes. Zug Tamoy is one of them. There are many demon princes and princesses that walk amongst you in your little jewel isles. That is where they've turned their direction to next, the prime material plane. You will need to find them one by one. Draw them out And you'll have to kill them somewhere other than their home. You cannot go to the abyss. You can't even go to hell anymore, since that will now be the new abyss. To permanently kill them.
You mean if they're in our plane,
No,
we
you
can
can
kill
kill
them.
them there.
Are they all as strong as Zugtamoy?
Tamoy is the weakest of them. You probably are not ready for her yet.
No, she kills us as far as we know. I don't even know what
Yet
happened.
she did. And I imagine when you wake up in your body, it will be worse than you can imagine. Not only the physical toll of coming back from the dead, but the social tolls from what they'll say you did before you died.
They're going to say we tried to kill the leader, that were criminals.
Likely.
Well, I came back from the dead once. What's another time?
Channel your anger, my dear. You know, that diamond dragonborn that just happened to show up, the reason why you were discarded. Isn't that awfully convenient? They found exactly what the king was looking for his son, right before he was married. A diamond dragonborn is not natural.
Nothing about it was natural.
It is a demon prince in disguise. Grisat, the demon prince of pleasure, decadence, and unlimited self-indulgence. As well as a patron for those who believe in corrupt authorities and tyrants who wish to rule by force.
Like
I can
the
give all
king.
this to you later. You don't have to write it down now. I can help you get your revenge if you help me get mine.
You want your power back too, like me.
Amongst many things, yes.
What's the catch? Because let's be honest, I come from nobility. I know that nothing's for free.
It wouldn't be much fun if I told you now, would it?
No, I don't really have anything to lose, so.
So, what are you doing?
So what do I need to do? Can the others come back too? I'll be honest, I don't know anything about them, but I know I can't do it alone. And they're the only allies I have at this point besides Booker. And I know you were willing to save him.
Oh, they're
once.
not part of the deal now. Unless you would like to sweeten the pot with them also. If you break any of the rules and disobey anything I say, your souls will be mine.
All of them.
All of them. Are you willing to do that, my dear? To release them?
But if we...
Could you let that live on your conscience?
There's too much at stake to worry about. Them, honestly. Your world, my world. The devil you know, right?
Do we have a deal?
She'll hold out her hand. A little shaky, but...
And she will reach in and push your hand by the side and get in very close to you and kiss you on the lips.
Oh, all right.
As you feel kind of the surge of heat in your body. You are no longer exhausted. As you see Lilith give you a smile, and I will open up a portal for you, my dear. A portal downriver from where the demons are invading from. You need to get on one of their infernal contraptions and sail down. Go through the portal and you will be back in your body.
And then we just have to deal with it from there.
Yes.
All right.
Good. We'll be in touch. As she waves. And in the blink of an eye, she turns into a bunch of bats that all scatter.
Anyway.
Do you have any questions?
No, just she feels surprising. I mean, unsure, but also oddly you know what I mean? Like she has a sense of conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Like she feels like she should feel bad, but she doesn't.
What is
really
your
feel bad.
character's alignment?
I mean, essentially, it was at the moment very neutral, not like chaotic.
Because if it was any good in there or any chaos in there, you would have to change it. Anywhere on the neutral to evil scale.
Yeah. No, she was definitely neutral now, obviously.
So if you want to be neutral, that is fine. And that is how you
I
should.
think it will depend on how she understands her role as she moves along.
I know this isn't necessarily D&D 1 or whatever the hell the new version of D&D is, because they got rid of the alignment chart, but I don't care.
It's a good context.
You also are not immune, but resistant to fire damage. So write that down.
Okay.
And this all comes from
So write that down.
This all comes from your
My
thingy.
Encrusted
jewel
thing.
And you also, if you did not already have it, you can hellish rebuke.
I don't have it, so.
It's the tiefling, whatever that is. I think it's like a second level.
What is? I think it's something more like Scan 2, but that's good to know. And it's like one of the spells.
It's a reaction, but you don't. There's no spell cost with it. You can do it once per long rest.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and call the rest of them in?
Yeah. Let me just write this down so I don't forget. I guess my only other question is, do they bear any marks, knowledge, awareness, creepiness, vibes?
Who?
Just the others. Do they have any indication?
They're still in their Iron Maidens.
Yes. And they didn't see her. That's just, I think one of them maybe heard. The two of them maybe heard footsteps, yeah. But that was it, right? Mm-hmm. And obviously he saw the thing burn up. Gotta work on my line skills, everybody. You guys can come down.
Exciting.
Hey, guys, guess which cat stayed in here? Lilith.
You gotta watch your ears. Turn the mic on.
Don't watch that part, anybody.
Okay. I never do. But thank you.
I think there's only two people
that. I've
left.
always gone in and watched them all. I'm just kidding.
Actually.
All right. So we're starting campaign 3.
So,
Yep.
Everyone got the mic on?
you guys...
I got mine on.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Come to-
surprised you turned yours off.
You guys come to as you feel you gain control of your body, and you see Vivian in front of you, Booker, with this kind of like long skeleton-looking key that almost seems to be like emitting this heat as she puts it in, and you hear as your Iron Maiden does open up, as your shish kebab body does fall down. So, would you unlock everybody else?
Yes.
In what order?
Oh, God.
I'd unlock Semi next because he's been screaming.
He is right next to you on the other side.
It wasn't
So I would.
me.
Sammy,
It
wait.
wasn't
I'm
me.
getting you out.
Sammy, you do feel your binds.
And I'll
come
try
off.
to at least kind of.
And you see this extremely tall, about 10 feet? 8 feet?
It probably between 9 and 10 feet.
Yeah,
I'll
and
do
he's
my
like
best.
completely
I'll
stretched
do my
out.
best to
As
kind
is
of-
he
Like a
falls.
piece of Laffy Taffy.
As he does fall, he kind of like instinctively kind of slinks back and probably would get into the
You
fetal
just
position,
see
I imagine.
punctures in his face, in his chest, in him entirely. Like
Fear.
it takes a moment because he kind of like when you open the door and it opens, like he comes with the front half of the door before he kind of
Kinda
slimps
falls.
off of it. And
Sammy, I
it
don't.
wasn't me. I didn't do it.
No, I'm gonna try to at least like kind of touch gently, carefully on his head and speak quietly. Sammy, you're out.
Make a charisma check.
No, 9. I'm gonna start rolling on D&D Beyond.
It doesn't comfort you, but it doesn't
I mean,
feel terrible.
I'm mostly just trying to get him to know that he's out of the room.
It wasn't me.
Who do you unlock next?
I know, Sammy. You're out. I don't know what... It's all right.
Cersei
I think I would...
Cersei is in the adjacent one, and Locke is in the farthest.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just go for who's ever closest, so... Nothing personal, it's just...
She was.
You're just gonna leave me there. I know.
Maybe, I don't know. So is Cersei the closest then? And I'm just going to, now that he's at least out, I'll let somebody else, it's probably more comforting to him try to do that. Cersei, let me, I can get you out.
Okay.
And so I'll unlock it and help her out of it as best I can. As best I can.
So
I just
you
slump
do,
out and fall.
and you fall immediately because it's like,
I mean, I'll
It's
try to,
fucking
I'm
pain.
not an asshole. I will try to at least,
I would
yeah.
try to catch me while I'm falling out.
do you go to Locke and let him out afterwards?
Once she's standing, yes.
Okay, so Locke, you do feel your binds untighten as you are let out by Vivian. You guys all look around. You're in these like rags, like think like opening level of like Skyrim, what they are wearing.
Vivian, please tell me that we're getting
You're away.
out of here.
That's some Skyrim jokes. Right there.
I thought there was somebody else in the room when you said that, so I was really confused for a hot second.
Do we
It's the leader of the Stormcloaks. Duh.
Do we see a cart that's just bouncing around the room?
Do you see what? Oh, no. You don't see Macho Man Randy Savage in dragon form.
Oh yeah!
Came from the mountaintop.
Harrison.
It's so funny.
That is
when
one
you
mod.
see
I never played Skyrim, but
bring
that's
it
one
down.
mod I
Let's bring it
wanted.
down.
the mod is fantastic.
Let's bring it
It's so
down.
freaking
We're in
funny.
hell.
Sorry.
We're in hell.
Sorry.
Harrison, is
Yeah.
that chain still around my neck?
No. Actually, hang on. The chain. Yes.
That chain.
Yeah, that chain. Yes.
That
I
chain.
thought you were talking about the chain that one of the.
No, he's talking about that
For
chain.
a second, we were
No,
like,
yeah, that is like the only bit of clothing that any of you had in the material realm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What
Yes,
The
I
chain,
think I know
though,
a way out. I
Did
overheard
not
that.
you did not feel the chain tighten at all, even though all the other chains in the room were moving around. Whenever those devils that seem to control the chains are in here.
This is the second bloody time.
I don't think I noticed.
Yeah, probably not.
Pull my sorry ass out something.
We can talk
Um,
about it later.
So you see this really big like skeleton key that Vivian has.
You know what's
It's like
really
the key
bad?
to the city.
I printed off a key that looks similar to what you're talking
It
about today.
will kind of like begin to get hot and turn into this smoke. As it disappears from your hand, you see this black smoke kind of come up and begins to kind of wrap around Vivian. As
Well, that's a neat
it materializes into a creature that looks like this, that perches
Oh.
on Vivian's shoulder.
Oh.
ah,
Well, it looks like you got a new friend.
Yes.
And the creature will kind of fly off and go down the hallway and almost seem to beckon you towards it.
We need to follow it. Him, her, I'm not sure. We need to follow it.
Let me pick myself off
In a
off
very
the
bad
ground.
place that we need to leave.
I help Sammy to his feet.
I
Roll to help. I'm kidding.
Welcome to hell.
I feel bad.
Motherfucker!
Oh,
I'm sorry, I think of that stupid meme. Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
That's a fantastic scene. I love that.
none of you would dare get near the black goo that was left on the ground around Booker, would you?
I would I probably would have fallen on it.
You could have.
I mean, I would have had to work my way around it. But
Yes, but I'm just
I
making
don't
sure
want
none of
anything
you
to do
wanted
with
to.
it.
Okay,
I mean,
very good.
Well,
Do
well,
mine-
We don't want another set of Waluigi legs now, do we?
because I fell out because the goo was around me. So wouldn't I have fallen into it?
Well, the creature was wrapped around you and it fell. It was like kind of in front of you, so
Mind the
you wouldn't have fallen right into it,
Man slop.
especially with her helping you not
Okay.
face plant.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
into
I
it.
tried to. My best.
If you would like to,
I'm not a large.
No, I
nose
just-
dive
I
right
just-
into it.
no,
feel free.
I'm not a large woman.
That's the next
I'm
t-shirt.
not a
I'm
large
not a
woman,
woman.
but I'm a strong one.
I'm a strong woman. That's the next
I'm
shirt.
not even a strong. I'm actually quite weak.
I'm not a strong.
I fight
My
better like
strength is -1, so I do my best.
I fight better like bitch in the woods. I could rush
No, that's not me.
actually, I think the shirt should say that entire thing. I'm not a large woman. I'm a strong woman. Actually, I'm not even really a strong woman.
I'm just a woman.
I'm just a bitch.
That's the whole shirt. It's the whole thing.
Yes.
But when it says bitch, I want it like B.I.T.C.H.
Anyway,
Anyway, sorry.
So what are you guys doing?
Look, we can either
carefully
go now
Limping
or stay here.
as fast as
really
possible.
Oh,
I
and
don't
as you guys
know
all
what
begin
take
to
it.
kind of walk, you don't feel exhausted anymore. You feel fine. Like you have,
Other than emotionally.
yeah, emotionally terrible.
do I
but
have the
physically-
other thing?
What other thing?
The other thing.
Fuck you, DM.
Probably not.
No.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. No.
Yes, I'm going to follow the
Follow the
new
yellow brick road.
friend.
So you begin to kind of go down this tunnel. Same kind of shit: blackened steel, iron, terrible smell. It's hot.
I feel. I do. As
Kind of
best one
just
can.
an endless maze. You follow this creature, and then you kind of lose sight of him. And as you do, you feel him wrapped around your shoulder as he seems to be gesturing you. You do eventually. Everybody, go ahead and make just general constitution checks as you're kind of running through this horrid space. As you do kind of cross a few of these like dead body kind of looking piles of black goop, and you do run by several like iron maidens with other souls in them that seem to be screaming. You two have 14 on passive perception.
And he has a 16 if he's paying
Ooh,
attention.
you would notice something, buddy.
You notice all the horrors.
11 is my
I got an 11 on
constitution.
con.
I got
11.
12.
12,
9.
9.
Well, I got an 18.
You guys are all fine. Your feet hurt from running on this.
Bare feet.
Yeah, this blackened steel with like blood and goop and ash and. Your foot definitely hurts from your
Oh, yeah.
cut.
I figured.
You hear as you're passing several different people, kind of like chained up and like withering away, like tortured prisoners here. Sammy, help! Sammy! As you look and you see Lord Shalaman chained up. Do you stop?
I do.
Okay, so you guys see Sammy
Tell
stop.
me, what are you doing?
Lord
to get out of here.
Shalaman right there.
Do I see what he's looking at?
Yeah, you see Lord Shalaman. Seems to be in the same boat that you guys were in.
Should we help him?
He's not in an Iron Maiden. He's like has these chains and he's kind of just
With what?
hanging on this like
if we can get
rusted
him
spiky wall. And there's a lot of other people here screaming. You don't recognize any of the other ones, but they all seem to be in torment.
What if we don't help anyone?
We can't help all of them, Lord Shalaman. If we help you, will you help us?
Get
And I mean
me
with
out!
anything. Not Unless you make a promise.
Not very nice.
How long do you stay here?
Not very long. I'm giving him like 2 seconds to
He
decide.
does.
I don't have a way
He
to
does
get
not
him
respond well.
All right,
He-
leaving him.
I don't want to.
out. Sammy, I don't have a way to get him off that.
Yeah, as you do look him over too, you even think, how would I get him off of
Yeah.
here? And you look at the chains, and there don't seem to be any like places for like any like shackles, like manacles to
Yeah.
be unlocked or
No,
anything.
he had his chance. We have to go. We don't have a way to get him out.
I'm sorry.
As you do see all of these bodies kind of all chained together, just kind of slowly be dragged across this like rusty metal spiked wall, and they all writhe in agony. He's dressed the same as you guys. He's usually dressed in fine.
I just
Garb.
druid craft a little flower
Oh,
and
no.
put it in his little
So right
burlap.
as you do that, right as it leaves your hands, you see the flower wither and die and turn to dust right as you touch him.
There you go.
Not-
What?
As he
I
Let's get
whisk Sammy away.
Let's
Yeah.
get.
sorry, help, please help.
You had your chance.
I'm
So
not helping
you
you.
guys do continue as this
That was
imp-like
mostly my
creature
like.
leads you out.
You get one chance. You don't have time.
And you guys find yourself in this like almost like orange deserty like courtyard. You look up and you see just like the ever fiery setting sky. You see large. You guys, some of you would know the large like angelic looking, evil angelic looking devils and monstrosities fighting all around you. It's, I would say, hell on earth, but it's more like
Hell in hell.
abyss on hell. It looks like the worst creatures you can imagine fighting the most evil creatures you can imagine, all around you. What are you guys doing?
Oh, I forgot.
We need to get to the river. Show us to the river. I'm just talking this thing, by the way, in probably a different language.
And you see it disappear into dust. And make a perception check.
Can I make a perception check?
Sure. Yeah, you all can as you get out here.
I'll do it. Hey.
17.
6.
21.
21.
Not one.
17.
18.
You two see at the very far end of this courtyard, almost like this like black metal gate that's been busted open. You see that reddish imp character sitting on top, kind of just looking all around, and then back at you guys. You two, no, not you.
Not me.
You two see, devils and demons fighting.
It's a lot.
You do see something that's kind of cool looking, honestly. Probably reminds you of like one of your like storybooks you might have read as a kid whenever you were wanting to work your way up to be what you have become. You can't know.
It happens.
You see like several of these like chain looking fiends whipping their chains out, and you see like 4 or 5 of them trying to hold back this entity as he pushes out and breaks all the chains. And you see this like blue, dark blue and black with like hints of like red around its face and arms, like this gorilla like creature. And it's kind of a cool little fight scene.
I think it's
like that.
Hey, your friend's over there.
Well, then let's follow him. I'm sorry, there's just a lot.
I'll just say that. You see that giant?
We've got to
thing
go,
in that
Booker.
wall?
I don't-
It's
Yes, and we
bloody
don't.
awesome.
And we don't want to have to fight it.
Well, yes, I agree.
This is what you see. There we go. We can act it out on the board. That's what you see.
Battle.
Battle.
Yeah.
A little bit of that.
Yeah.
A little bit of that.
It
But
does give thump energy.
so that's what
He's
you
got the
see.
cake.
Booker, we can talk
That's
about it
just
later.
one of the many conflicts that you see.
We don't want to.
It seems like the more hideous and nasty looking creatures are winning. What are you guys doing?
Following that
our
imp thingy.
friend.
Okay, so this courtyard that you're in poses many hazards. A lot of being the conflict going on, the rough, harsh terrain. So how are you guys getting across? Is somebody leading the way? What are you guys thinking? Whoever would be leading the way. Well, you three don't see
What are
the
we
imp.
looking at for spell slots?
We just need to
Zero.
go. Is there like a? Can we get like around the edge? Is there an edge of the fight?
Mm-hmm. You can cast cantrips.
Is there
You
an
don't have any of your gear with you either.
edge of the fight? Like a, you know what it's a courtyard.
With your
so-
perception check, you don't know.
Okay, well,
I mean, I got a 21. So do I see?
You got a 21?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, eventually your eyes do come across that, like, small, very small compared to all these creatures fighting, imp-like creature that you see over on this, like, outer edge of a blackened gate. Looks like a gate that once was, like, closed, barricaded, now has been, like, completely destroyed and, like, busted out.
Do I see a safe a safe route that we can kind of like navigate? to?
Safe? No. Safest? Yes.
Yeah, that's why
You can certainly try.
To minimize the amount of
run
like.
as fast as you
So whoever's leading
I guess I'll
it,
go. I'm gonna wild shape
okay.
to be a little bit more stealthy. I'm gonna wild shape into this smaller bunny-looking creature with a unicorn horn.
Can I
I'll be
just
about
pick him up?
Jackacorn.
Yeah.
I'll just pick him up.
Jackacorn.
Let me just pick him up.
Is that what they're called? That's what they're called in my game now.
Corn?
Unijack.
Make an animal handling.
Jackhorn.
Jackacorn.
I'm trying to help.
So yeah, you see Sammy turn into this delightful little creature that looks very out of place in your setting.
I only got an 8. I'm
So
sorry.
are you leading the rush?
I guess. I mean, if
And
I
then
see
just
him,
hops
yeah,
to
I'm
the
gonna
side.
go. So Vivian,
I will allow
Somebody
somebody
pick up
else.
the rabbit.
I will allow somebody else to assist as you do
but-
kind of get through here.
It's got +3 dex.
You won't be able to assist as a rabbit, but you guys
Assist
can
in
make
what?
I can
getting
assist
out of
'cause, you know,
here.
I'm a ranger.
do it,
Just
do it.
scout.
all right, come
Because
in.
it's like rugged terrain, you know.
I can't assist in helping anyone else, but
Yeah.
I can get out just
So
fine.
just
I'm
make
too
a
busy
general
trying to pick
survival
up the
check
rabbit
because you're the one
and let me
leading
pick
the
it
way
up.
here.
I've got a
I'll
+6
try. I
survival.
mean, if he's wanting the hop
Actually,
on,
that's
like
just
in
my
my arms, I can carry him too if he
I'll
wants.
pick up your rabbit.
Everybody else can make dexterity checks as you do follow Booker.
That's pretty good. That is a mod
Yeah.
20.
Look like that.
Just a general
Yeah.
dexterity check.
Yep.
23.
Little cutie.
23.
Oh, that got cocked on there.
What'd you get, Booker?
For survival, I got mod 20.
Okay. So you have a pretty good path.
8.
8.
I can't roll good. on
23. What'd you get, Sammy?
Oh,
Dexterity?
for dexterity?
Yeah. What'd you get?
Natural 24.
Unless somebody's picking up and carrying him.
I'm too busy
That's
trying to pick up the rabbit.
That's
Come back. He just
8.
like chasing after.
So,
I got
uh, as you guys begin to run, there's really rocky, rigid terrain. Looks like there's like lots of rubble from this recent conflict.
Oh God, our poor feet.
You get caught,
Yep.
and your little rabbit legs have a hard time getting up a few spots, so you fall a little bit farther behind. As you three look back and you see just the ground beneath these two begin to rumble. What are you doing?
I'm running back.
Running
to grab
back?
her.
To grab.
I'm grabbing the rabbit.
Make, I don't know, what do you think that would be? Just survival checks, I guess, to see if you're able to survive and get them?
Or Dex.
Yeah, I'll do survival. That's okay.
17.
17,
14.
13, 10. Yeah, that's enough as you guys do get them out of the way. As the ground explodes from underneath them and you look down and you see this like green, blackish portal as and as you do begin to kind of run away, you see more of those like snake-like creatures just kind of slither out. And
Can I just like grab his shoulders and
Sure.
let him do the running?
Sure.
So I'm not
I'm just
doing very
holding
well.
the rabbit.
Okay. So
I'm not very heavy.
as you guys do run, you do eventually make it to the gate.
Not letting you out of my sight just
And
yet.
outside of the gate, this hellish landscape does continue. It looks even worse than on the inside of this fortress that you were in.
Oh.
still the same amount of conflict as you do see a river in the distance, maybe about a quarter mile away.
That's it. That's the river.
What was supposed to do
And
with
you
the
see
river?
several like abandoned boats that have been pulled up
Get
along
one
there.
of the boats.
What are you guys doing?
All right.
Well, if she's sailing to get to one of the boats,
I
that's
think
where
that's
we're
our
heading.
only option. I know that's our only option at this point.
Okay.
Well, let's get to the boats.
So you guys doing anything to help your way to the boat? It is pretty rugged terrain.
I'm
I mean-
staying on his shoulders because apparently I can't run.
So make another survival check, and then everybody can make dexterity checks just to see how smoothly you can get there.
I'm holding you.
Yeah, that's right. He's holding you.
Yeah.
Unless you want to wither away, then you wither away.
Me and
then
Sam
you
are here
can get
just having me carted
You said
along.
dex checks? 13?
13. Okay.
18.
Okay.
I got 18 on survival.
Okay, and then make a strength saving throws. You do have, even though she's light, probably like 120 pounds, 130 pounds.
You're lucky you're a rabbit.
That's still a lot.
16.
Rabbit.
16,
not
you're
rabbit.
fine. You're carrying her like a sack of potatoes.
I would
I'm
have
I'm
an
on
even
carry
harder
it to over my
time.
shoulders.
That's
Yep.
fine.
Like
I
you're
wouldn't
about
have
to
been able
do
to
like
carry
a
it
like an
regular
F5 to her. Yeah, you guys get there pretty quick. You see a menagerie of boats. These boats are very chaotically sculpted. Different colors of metal. They look out of place compared to this, the metal of like the fort that you were in. They seem to have these like
Steve.
jacked up looking cannons and like ballistas on the side of them, but they're probably like long boats, like maybe like 25 feet long, 5 to 10 feet wide. And they do have a small set of sails and paddles. But the boats are ashore right now. So what are you guys doing as you get there?
It's ball shot, Steve.
Well, everyone who's I'll just get into the boat.
I'm
Getting in the boat.
rolling into
Yeah.
the boat.
I'm just going to put her in the boat,
Set
and
me in
then
the boat.
I'm going to hopefully.
And
I don't
I
know.
have-
Probably
I'm
need
looking
need
for
two of us
my-
to get the
Do
boat
you
in
know
the
how to
boat.
sail?
I can certainly try.
Oh, we are.
Let's get in the.
Woo! Sorry,
Um,
I just
As Booker says, I can certainly try.
Little devil, where is it? Is it still here?
make a perception check.
God.
I'm better with.
As Booker says,
better
I
with
can
stuff
certainly try.
I'm better with vehicles that are on land.
Nate says, I will settle this. Get in the boats. I will tell you what
Well,
to
we
do.
don't see
need to
it.
push the boat out though.
So as you see Booker begin to just kind of like brute force push it, you would probably know how to push the boat.
Yes, that's why I'm telling him to
Better
get his ass into the boat.
All right.
So do you get in the boat?
I mean, we're
Are you
trying
telling
to get
everybody
out.
to get
Yes.
in the boat? All right, so everybody does get in the boat. Are you in the boat?
As if I can do it if I can launch it while being in the boat, yes. If I have to be outside of the
So
boat,
like a-
I will be outside of the boat to
I'd
launch
say
it.
that you probably know the correct. Make a check.
What do you want me to?
I'd probably survival plus your proficiency.
Okay.
I don't think
He's
you would
a
have.
boatman.
Would you? You might have expertise in this.
Not in. Well, if that's up to you. If I
Loading,
do.
I'd say you would.
I
Given
would?
Your back. I'd say so.
Okay. Given my background, that's
Yeah.
up to you.
Yeah. Write that down.
Yeah. Then that's going to be a 17.
We like the cut
Yeah.
of his jib.
So as they do kind of begin to get in the boat, it is kind of heavy, so you probably would use Booker. Tell him to push it. the
I
I
right
just got on the boat. You want me to get back out?
Yeah, so, but you do feel like Locke is doing the majority of the work here as you do get the boat
Your brute
into the
force.
water. Do you guys touch the water?
Do
No.
best not to.
No.
I don't know what's in the
So you
water.
guys, you two need to probably make dexterity saving throws if you're trying to not touch the water as you hop into the
I
boat.
mean, the thing is, has anybody told us not to touch the water? That's the
I
thing.
mean, I think.
No.
No, I'm not gonna.
I don't know that.
So, I mean, if
The
I didn't
water
know-
does look disgusting, gross, black, and
Also,
Okay, so
everything
I
here is
probably just
hot.
don't want to touch it because I just don't want to
Well,
step
also
in the grease.
everything is also very hot here, so it stands to reason that the water's probably very hot.
I'll probably try to avoid the water. If it doesn't look, if it looks like something nasty, I'll probably try to avoid
There's
it.
no check needed to say that you probably don't want to touch this water.
All right. You said Dex.
Dex save.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, what's that?
He touched all
What's
of it. He
that?
dipped his fat foot in it.
Oh.
What's the plus for?
It's gonna like
you have
his foot's gonna
advantage?
shrivel up like a prune.
I'm trying to see what the little plus is.
It's an advantage for some reason.
With not a capacity, you can. Oh, that won't apply. No. That is a 4.
Oh boy, he's
What did you
getting
get, Locke?
shriveled.
18.
Okay. So, as you begin to push the boat, you hop onto the boat and kind of begin to kick your way up as Booker follows behind you, and you hear his leg slip as his entire leg boom,
Booker!
right in the water.
Ah!
We're going to go to break.
Ah!
He's gonna be a cripple.
Check out
It's gonna be yuck nos all over again and have the long legs.
check out potatoplacegaming.com. There you can get to all of our extra life fun stuff.
You can't be.
By the way, Hawkman has 6 entries into that right now. That was that avocado.
Buddy, you're going to win it.
I have it. I have his mailing address.
Yeah, post it there so
So everybody has it.
So everyone knows where Hawkman lives.
Give back game on. See you guys in a
The
bit.
Jewel Isles, a realm steeped in ancient magic and political intrigue, witnessed epochs of turmoil and transformation. In the primordial era, Leviathans and Titans shaped the world's foundations before giving rise to giants, who brought order to the chaotic seas. As civilizations flourished, the Dragonborn emerged, revered for their draconic lineage. However, their prosperity led to envy and conflict. William Cordoba's rise saw the extinction of the Dragonborn under the Cordobas, marking an era of ruthless rule and suppression. After Cordoba's fall, Lambert Leon usurped power through cunning, heralding an era obsessed with dragons and dominance. Lambert's decree for a diamond dragonborn bride sparked intrigue and suspicion, culminating in a marriage of his firstborn son and the diamond dragonborn. Amidst political machinations and whispers of ancient powers, the Jewel Isles stood on the brink of unrest. The quest for the diamond throne, fueled by bloodshed and manipulation, continued to shape the fate of the Isles, where alliances were forged and broken in the relentless pursuit of power and legacy. In the distant past, a vast and turbulent sea dominated by ancient leviathans and titans stretched endlessly. These majestic beings, embodiments of primal forces, shaped the world's foundations. From their essence emerged the giants' wise and powerful creatures, guided by prophecies and visions. With their magic and courage, the giants transformed the chaotic sea into islands and mountains, bringing order and stability. They became revered as the architects of a new world where life flourished amidst the echoes of primordial creation. As the giants began to settle into their new domains, conflicts inevitably arose among them and their primordial progenitors. The once unified effort to shape the world splintered into factions vying for dominance over the newly formed lands and seas. What started as disagreements escalated into full-scale war, where titanic battles raged across continents created and destroyed in the throes of their conflict. The war was devastating for both sides. Lands trembled and mountains crumbled under the fury of primordial and giant clashes. Cities and civilizations rose only to be swept away by the tide of battle. Countless lives were lost on both sides as primordials and giants alike fell in the struggle for supremacy. Facing imminent extinction, the giants turned to desperate measures. In their darkest hour, they sought the aid of the dragons, ancient, powerful beings born of fire and magic. The dragons, once revered as majestic guardians of the world, reluctantly agreed to join the fray. Their fiery breath and formidable strength turned the tide of battle for a time, pushing back the relentless onslaught of the primordials. However, the cost was high. Many dragons perished in the brutal conflict, their lives sacrificed in the service of the giants' cause. As the war dragged on, the dragons began to question the righteousness of their alliance. The cruelty and ruthlessness of some giants towards both primordial and dragon alike soured the dragons' loyalty. In their anguish and desperation, the dragons turned to their own creators, the elder dragons, ancient beings from realms beyond mortal understanding. These elder dragons, embodiments of cosmic balance and justice, answered the call of their creations. With thunderous roars that shook the heavens and wings that blotted out the sun, the elder dragons descended upon the war-torn lands. The arrival of the elder dragons was cataclysmic. Their wrath was swift and unforgiving, laying waste to both giants and primordials without distinction. In their wake, cities burned, mountains crumbled, and seas boiled. The centuries-old conflict came to an abrupt and brutal end, as the elder dragons reshaped the world once more, restoring a fragile balance to the ravaged lands. When the dust settled, there were no more giants, no more primordials, and only a handful of dragons remained. The once mighty civilizations built by giants lay in ruins, their legacy lost to the annals of history. The world, scarred and forever changed by the folly of war, now bore witness to the power and wrath of those who had shaped its destiny since time immemorial. After they ended the War of the Creators, the elder dragons laid down their bodies to form the very islands the Jewel Isles are formed of. From their bodies and the surviving dragons came dragonkin to settle the newfound lands. After the elder dragons ended the cataclysmic war, they merged with the land, forming the foundation of the Jewel Isles. From the surviving dragons came diverse dragonkin, settling these new lands. Guided by ancient wisdom, they built cities and monuments honouring their ancestors' sacrifice. The dragonkin flourished, forging alliances with creatures of the Isles, cultivating a realm of magic and peace. Dragonheart Grove, where elder dragon spirits resided, became a sacred sanctuary. Amidst the tranquility, life thrived in harmony with echoes of ancient conflict and the enduring legacy of their creators. For over 2,000 years, the dragonkin reigned over the 7 kingdoms of the Jewel Isles. After settling the lands, they welcomed men, dwarfs, elves, and other creatures from distant realms into their fold. This era was marked by relative peace, where the dragon gods held sway over divine magic, though the deities of other races also found their place, albeit subordinate. Historians hold varied opinions, yet they unanimously regard it as a golden age for Dragonborn. The ruling dynasty, known as the Draconis, favoured those with draconic lineage, bestowing lands, titles and wealth upon them. Details of this epoch remain shrouded, as much of its written history was obliterated by William Cordoba in his campaign to bring an end to this era. William Cordoba, driven by a fervent desire to eradicate dragons and their kin, led a revolution that shook the Jewel Isles to its core. The Dragonborn, favoured during the Age of the Drakes, became targets of Cordoba's wrath. Backed by a coalition spanning nearly all non-draconic inhabitants of the realm, Cordoba waged a relentless campaign to purge every creature with dragon blood coursing through their veins. The war was brutal and unrelenting, spanning 5 long years of devastation and upheaval. Cordoba's forces swept across the 7 kingdoms, laying waste to cities and villages alike in their zealous pursuit. Dragonkin, who had once flourished under the benevolent rule of the Dracones, now faced annihilation at the hands of Cordoba's armies. King William Cordoba, propelled by his ambition and the support of the populace, seized control of the Jewel Isles through sheer force of arms. With the fall of the Dragonborn nobility and the eradication of their allies, Cordoba ushered in a new era marked by his dominion. The once peaceful realms of the Jewel Isles were forever scarred by the horrors of this conflict. The memory of the Age of the Drakes and its dragonborn rulers faded into whispered tales and scattered ruins, while Cordoba's ascension cast a long shadow over the land. William Cordoba's rule over the 7 kingdoms endured for a century, marked by strict authoritarianism and the suppression of dragon worship. His death from old age passed the throne to his eldest son Henry, who continued his father's iron-fisted governance for another century. During Henry's reign, the realm faced internal strife. Raithran's rebellion weakened the unity of the 7 kingdoms, providing an opportunity for Henry's ambitious viceroy to seize power. The usurpation marked the end of Henry's rule and the beginning of a turbulent era under the new regime. Under Cordoba's legacy, the Diamond Games emerged as a brutal spectacle where kingdoms competed in bloody gladiatorial combat for the entertainment of the king. This vicious display of power served to distract and subdue the populace, reinforcing the authority of the throne through fear and spectacle. Cordoba's disdain for the dragon gods persisted throughout his lineage's rule. He deemed dragon worship an abomination and enforced strict penalties for its practitioners. Those who refused to abandon their faith faced severe punishment. First-time offenders lost their eyes, and second-time offenders lost their heads, reinforcing the harsh consequences of defying Cordoba's decrees. As generations passed, the memory of the Age of the Drakes and the once prosperous Dragonborn faded into distant legend. The Jewel Isles bore witness to a new age of oppression and bloodshed under the Cordoba dynasty, where power was maintained through brutality and the subjugation of dissent. After the Second Sunder, a cataclysmic event that shattered the spectral continent, the Jewel Isles were thrown into turmoil once more. Raithran's rebellion, stemming from the Emerald Grove, sought to challenge the oppressive rule of House Duas over the Sapphire Shores. The rebellion culminated in the complete destruction of the Grove, leaving behind no trace of the once proud island realm. The annihilation of the Emerald Grove was swift and merciless, wiping out its inhabitants and erasing its existence from the realm. The reasons and methods behind its destruction remained shrouded in mystery, a puzzle that intrigued and baffled scholars and officials alike. In response to the devastation, King Henry's court issued a proclamation. Anyone who could provide credible information uncovering the truth behind the Grove's destruction would be granted the prestigious title of Lord or Lady of Hargrave. Additionally, they would...
Welcome back.
Okay.
We hope that you had time to go on over and donate. If you want to watch the rest of that video, I know we only got halfway through it, to learn about the lore of the world that we're in. I think it's on the YouTube channel.
The lore one isn't?
Put it.
I don't know, or you just rewind one of our previous streams.
Well, I mean, I can put it on there.
It's a private video on my YouTube channel.
I have it downloaded. I can put it on there.
I think you made it public though, because I watched it twice.
So,
Well, if you have, it's probably unlisted.
Booker.
Booka.
I need you
The cripple.
So roll a d1.
Hi.
Instead of
A
Booker.
D100.
She's worried about her
Triple
leg.
Booker.
She's really worried about. She's
Roll
literally
a
grabbing onto his leg.
100.
Oh,
It's
God.
gonna be okay,
Hang on,
Sharon.
real
Missing
quick.
a toe.
Sharon, it'll
Do
be
you have a
okay.
coin you can flip? Or you can just roll. You can
might.
roll a die and do,
You could do like a D4.
Odds and evens.
Odds and
Yeah.
evens.
No, I don't have a coin on me. I
Alright,
thought I
roll a
did.
d20.
There's a bag of coins right there.
Actually-
Just do something. My
Yeah,
God.
I'll roll a d20. I don't know. So if you get evens, it's heads.
Okay.
Odds, tails.
I got evens. I got an 8.
It's gonna be okay, Sharon. Hopefully.
Okay, so it is your left foot that boom dunks
Oh
in.
no. That's my favorite foot.
Oh my God.
Now you roll your D100, brother.
Now you roll your d1.
Alright. I'm trying to get the damn thing back on my.
It's okay, Sharon. It's okay.
That's the leg she's grabbing onto too. Is his left leg?
Yes.
He can have my
She
car
knows.
accident.
She's like,
but
you
in his
don't have
foot."
any idea, sir, what's about to happen, and I'm worried about it. Right?
This is going to be a repeat of Yuck Nas, and we're going to have a really long leg.
Oh, Waluigi.
Like a Laffy Taffy leg.
76. Yeah. You could tell him, Sharon.
Like, don't do anything bad, Dad.
Yeah, you would be barefoot, so
Oh no.
you don't necessarily feel anything there, but as you do climb yourself into the boat, and as the boat does begin to push and kind of go off with this current,
My
this
foot.
current is like rapid. You wouldn't notice it at first, but who would be there to greet Booker?
I mean, I'd make sure
Probably.
it's okay.
Did my foot
Yeah.
stay at the shore?
To
I'm focused on steering.
kind of look him over, and he
Are
does
you
kind of
alright?
seem a little bit winded.
Oh, I think I'm falling.
Yeah, you give him a once over.
I did
You're more
dip it in the
perceptive,
water
so
a bit.
you would see this
Hopefully,
first.
Maybe he's
you
a
look
rabbit.
down and you see right about halfway up the calf right there. Where there once was a full leg, you see just like a skeleton bone foot.
Oh shit!
It's still moving whenever Booker moves. Doesn't seem to be causing
There's
any
no
damage.
muscle.
Do I see that?
Wait, so he just has like a skeleton foot?
After a moment, you see Sammy just staring at his foot, and you.
Oh my God!
What? What?
Booker, your
What?
leg!
Where is the leg?
What the hell happened to my leg?
So
What
Yeah.
the bloody hell? What
you have a skeleton foot now.
What the fuck? That's awesome!
It's weird as you do look like you're about
functioning
halfway
stuff.
down your calf. It does just kind of like turn into a like.
It just kind
like,
of.
It's like a
yeah,
chicken
in-
leg.
in
Yeah.
in the
Meat and
bones
then
just
bone.
sticking straight out. You have full
it hard?
function.
No,
hurt?
it's actually quite strange.
You have full function of your foot. Your leg is half the weight that it used to be, though. So you can move that
So-
foot around fast.
When he does stealth
I gained
checks,
an
is it half
extra
and half
foot
now,
of
or
movement.
that's a good question.
What?
Is it half and half for skill checks or stealth?
You could.
One leg weighs nothing.
Well, I mean, imagine I probably put
Well,
my
right
shoes
now
back
he's
on.
not wearing any armor, so it doesn't matter
I
for
know. I'm
stealth.
sorry. That's just awesome.
Does I like
Does it
tap
hurt?
on it? Does it feel like normal? Like, do I have feeling on the bone?
Yeah, but it just feels like it's really weird. It's like you're just feeling the bone. You're not feeling just two bones sticking out.
But I mean, do like if I like tap the bone, does it like do I feel like I'm trying to
You
like?
feel something, yeah. You can
So if I feel like
yeah.
I have like nerve endings in the bone,
What is
like so if like I touch the skin on my arm, does it feel like do my bones feel like I'm actually
This
touching
is like a
them?
vibration. It's like a vibration.
There's no
It probably
nerve
feels
endings
like
in the
you're
bone.
tapping on
Great.
your skeleton.
So it's like a numb, it's like numb. There's like
It's like
nothing
my
there.
car accident knee.
leg, exactly.
Take
Hey!
your shin and just tap right on the bone. That's what
But is it
feel
more
like.
breakable?
Well,
Like it's just
we're
a
about to
bone.
find out.
This devil's gonna like do a sweeping leg flip. He's out.
He just kicked me.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the legs, Johnny.
You're very lucky you didn't get the 75 because
Oh.
then you would have swollen up and your weight would have been tripled.
Oh God. Well, it was
I just
quite
have-
close.
So what
I
do you
mean,
is it like?
so-
Does he have a limp now
so
because
the-
it's all bone
the
and then the
6
meat
has
isn't
like
on
a
it
black
anymore?
mark in there, and I thought it
There's
was
a lot of
5,
questions
but
I
it's-
have
it's 6.
about the schematics.
Gonna whoop people with it.
Now you gotta get like a
That's
child-sized
roundhouse
shoe.
kick, everybody.
You gotta get like a shoe that'll fit on the.
Are we sailing?
So you guys do push off as this happens.
Oh my God.
As
I
Booker
don't
looks at
know,
the
but that's
skeleton.
I just hear a bunch of commotion, and I'm trying to make sure we don't wreck on
so
anything.
strange. I didn't think the water would do that.
Don't trip
All
on
right,
his left
well,
side.
that's
Don't
good,
trip
good
on his left
advice.
side.
Don't go into water. Bad things will
Everybody get
happen.
into the middle of the boat so you don't turn into a skeleton. I don't know what else to say, really.
What are you
So,
doing?
I'm
Sammy,
steering the
can we
boat.
add, can we add them bones to your playlist now?
Make a sailing check.
Mickey, do you hear me? Can we add them bones
24.
to the playlist now?
Yeah, I think so.
We're okay.
So I'm going to add spooky, scary skeletons.
Not easy sailing at all. You're still a little bit rough. You're not.
I'd help him, but I don't
captain,
think
but
I'm going
these
to be
are
much help.
unlike any
Yeah.
waters that you've ever, any waters that you've ever sailed before.
And it probably doesn't
She's
help
so
that
worried
somebody's
about me.
freaking out over there.
It's okay,
You're
it's just
as mean
bones.
as sausages. You know that?
So
Come on.
you would notice this, and you also have a high perception. You both would notice this large creature in the sky. You see him with this large sword, cut a flying like devil in half, and see your guys' boat to come towards it.
Oh shit.
So what are you doing? Let me.
I mean, what
see
can I
There's
do?
a big giant creature heading right for us.
Oh boy.
Is it the creature or is it the
hell.
half of the body that's falling?
It was a creature that was
You
looking
don't
at.
see it.
Well,
I'm
that's
just
a good
asking.
question.
I mean,
Was
if
it? Is
she's
it like half the
floating
body, or is
out-
it literally the creature that slashed the thing in half?
It's the creature that's like.
Okay, that's
Good.
yeah. So
That's
it's alive and it's
wonderful.
looking at us and it's coming right
Yeah.
for us.
I will poke Nate with my horn and then point my horn at what I saw.
So
She's
you
very
see,
worried about your leg.
This creature kind of come towards you. He's probably 20 seconds away from you.
Oh shit!
There, you don't have any
What do you
weapons, but you remember the ship is equipped with ballista and cannons.
Oh, this is a big
Load
Load it
ship.
up.
Hey.
It has probably two on each. No, it probably has one on each side and one on the front.
I think I know how to work this bloody thing.
So yeah, I'd say the
Watch
two
your
on
leg.
I'd say the
I don't like hearing I think.
The two on the sides are cannons, and the one in the front would be more like a big ballista with, like an actual bolt that it would shoot.
You shoot arrows
They're not
into it?
Yeah,
huge,
go
but,
for the ballista.
Small enough.
I'm just... I don't know.
I imagine I'm focused on steering the ship, and I need the other ones to fire this stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
You
on the
need
I'm on the ballista.
150% of your...
I am cheering you all along.
You need to get
So
on a
Booker's just
weapon.
working on a cannon.
There was only two. I
There's
thought.
2 cannons and a ballista.
I'll get on
Yeah.
the ballista.
I'll do my... What's the lightest one?
They're all mounted to the ship.
To the ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
they swivel.
I will do my best. I know his leg. I know. You've been crying ever since this
I just have a
happened.
lot of questions as far as I can't wait to see some pictures of that.
See this creature flying towards
Oh,
you.
hell.
Fun.
Oh. Is that Balrog?
Yeah,
looks like one.
it looks
You can
bad.
make a history check if you want to know what it is.
Well, I
Now,
was, I was just
I'm too
curious.
busy.
My
focusing
character
on the
knows
ballista.
nothing.
So
I probably
who
won't
is
know
on the
anything.
ballista is what I need to know.
Me.
So
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
I
take one
definitely
of
don't
them. Which one do you take? Do you take the one that shoots the bolts or cannons?
She's
Bolts?
taking the bolt. I think they're taking the cannons.
I'm going to do my
Yeah,
best.
We're gonna do the
the
cannons.
cannon.
I'm doing the
Are
bolts.
you doing anything, Sammy?
I am being cute.
Okay.
There's only 3 of them, so
I am helping to navigate with my horn.
So-
You've become the what's the little the egg thing, Easter egg thing, rabbit, whatever you call it.
You can
Cadbury
use
bunny?
dexterity.
Yeah,
Okay.
being
So
a Cadbury
roll a
bunny.
D20, add
I am
dexterity,
in Al
and then
Mirage.
Add a plus 10 to it.
32.
32. You guys, are you proficient?
Are you kidding me?
Ranged weapons or cannons?
Not
Martial
cannons,
weapons,
but
simple
I can
weapons.
use-
So
all I
I
can,
can use Tinker's tools and I can use vehicles on land.
I can do a crossbow and a short bow,
You are not on
apparently.
land. You are not Tinker.
No, I do know how to use crossbows and short bows, but that's
You are
it.
not having a crossbow. You're on a
I
cannon.
know. I'm on a cannon.
So
I'm just here to help out because I'm the
as
only
it
able-bodied.
swoops by one side and kind of comes straight at you guys, you all three get a clear shot at it. Okay, so roll.
I'm trying
4
my
D10.
best.
That's how much damage you're going to do.
Sharon.
Add nothing.
What is wrong? Stop pretending you like me.
I don't know, but I'm going to kick her out if
That's
she's
10.
distracting you.
10
You
points.
guys are being distracted by Sharon. 10 points?
Well, it doesn't happen very often.
4
4
D10.
D10? You got
I got
10
really
points?
low numbers.
Alright.
I got really fucking low numbers. I'm sorry.
Eh,
Like 1s, 2s, and 3s.
it happens. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. See, Sharon agrees.
Just.
She really wants my attention.
Because your leg's missing!
She wants to gnaw on the bone.
She's doing it to the leg
So,
that he lost.
Yeah, she's
Fire
like putting
this
her
bolt.
claws on
Uh-huh.
my pants and pulling.
And you see him kind of dodge it, but it does stick right through its one of its wings and straight out the other side. You can see it. And it does continue to barrel towards him. So what did you get?
To roll to attack.
Yep.
Oh.
What? You didn't
D20,
tell me. Okay, roll
and
d20.
you add 10.
I got a 25.
You're not. Did I have you add your dexterity?
Yes,
to
you
it?
did.
Okay. You're not proficient with these kinds of weapons, so roll at disadvantage.
Am I? Okay, I'm rolling with disadvantage too.
Well, that is a lot lower. That is a 13.
Wow.
13 will miss as you do. It's kind of a weird angle. You guys are on the sides of the boats, and this thing is kind of coming straight at you. What'd you get?
28. I rolled two 18s.
28,
Where were
you
these?
hit, so roll 4D.
Turns
10s.
out
As
I can
you
shoot a
do that,
cannon.
and a little bit of the gunpowder kind of gets in your eyes.
d10s.
It's not what I was
Roll
expecting.
all 10s.
Please, someone's gonna
4
make up for my
d10s.
shit
Was that
rolls.
what it
Yep,
was?
40
Yeah.
10s.
40-10.
Is that a 1 or a 10? No, that's a 10. That's a
This
1.
is starting to make me regret not joining the Navy.
18.
18? Okay. It was twice as much.
Yeah.
So-
I'm a weak little
Booker, as you
bitch, but I can shoot a cannon,
The
apparently.
cannonball misses wide as you see this creature kind of spin in the air to avoid it. As it does, just get
I'm just
clipped
very
by one of the
angry.
other cannons that Vivian did. So as you guys do go to reload each of your weapons, are you two doing anything?
Steering.
Okay. Are you doing
Open
anything? We'll have you do a check here in a second.
Oh, how long have we been sailing for?
Not long.
30 seconds.
So right when we
Takes
got
me
Yeah.
as a bonus action, I guess I
Just
will
your average
drop.
Sea of Thieves
It's
experience
nice
we're
not
doing
to
right
have
here.
hard to worry about
Except for
inspiring people.
Kids skipping like over here.
I will drop my
You
shape.
don't call this.
Um,
And you're going to inspire everyone, right?
I don't have that.
See what's in here? Will that make you happy?
He's like maybe. What's
There
the
you go.
range of this? How far away is this thing from us?
A couple hundred feet in closing. Were you going to try to hit it or anything?
I don't have any way of doing that.
I want him to try
Say
to do
you
it
could
as a
hold
bunny.
back.
Like,
Even if I could,
like
like I really don't.
Monty Python and the Holy
Any
Grail.
buffing spells or anything, or actions to help block, or anybody aim, or anything like that?
I will assist Vivian in aiming. I will just
Yeah.
get up there and try to help position and hold it steady.
Are you yourself? Again?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
You
fine. I'm less scared of him now.
probably, you would definitely know the idea of shooting a cannon,
Right.
but when it comes to reloading it, No,
I don't know what's happening. What?
You just start
What?
to kind of look around. You look over at Booker, and he's already boom, boom,
What am I doing?
and you see
They put
Cersei
the gunpowder in there.
What?
up. And
We got the
Pull
gunpowder.
that bitch back!
you do have to kind of get your feet
Oh,
up
yeah.
on the bow. And
I don't know if I can even lift
Can
this
I just
cannonball.
grab
It looks
that
like there is
powder,
some sort of.
throw
Can
it
you
in
just
there?
help me lift the
But that would take
cannonball?
too long.
Can
So,
I
need help
use
lifting the
my
cannonball.
perception?
You don't even really see the cannonballs. As
Ah.
you see Sammy kind of just slink out
Oh.
a cannonball to you.
Can I use my perception to kind of get a grasp on what Booker is doing
Sure.
to try and duplicate?
Yeah, that's good.
What do we do?
Okay.
Put the gunpowder in, and then you put this in there, and then you put the cannonball
With
in
your
there.
passive perception, you are definitely wise enough. You kind of you
Okay,
understand.
okay. I'll you do that. I will try to shoot it.
Okay.
So
We'll
since
do
he's
it very
assisting your
fast.
game, you don't have to roll disadvantage anymore.
Oh, good.
That is fine.
It's ready.
So, as this creature does get closer to you, you see him with one of his swords make a big swing right at the front of the boat.
Shit.
It will hit. So, before damage, we're going to have you roll just a sailing check to see if the damage is halved or not.
It's going to be a 24.
Okay, so you do rip the boat to one side and then kind of whip it back to keep it from shoring. But it does not as much damage as it could have, but the boat definitely, you all feel
Oh,
Make a
bloody hell.
dexterity check, everybody, as you are. Saving
Checks.
throw, sorry.
Saving throw.
A what?
A dex
Saving throw. Saving throw. Deck save.
Well, nope.
As the boat does kind of like suddenly get stopped a little bit.
Nope. I got a 2 minus 1, so 1.
9.
Right, so you fall. So you, while
God.
you're getting up, will not get an action to shoot at it this next turn.
9.
19.
So I got an 8. If I failed, I get to use Lucky Footwork as a reaction.
Would you get an 8?
Yeah, so now it's a
Yeah.
12.
That's enough.
Okay.
Would you get
19.
19? That's enough.
Also 19.
That's enough. Would you get
I said 9.
9? That's not enough. You also fall down. But Sammy is there to catch you.
Ah,
you?
Yeah, I'd say he could pick you up, especially with his ability.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's gonna give me a bloody headache.
I'm not used to
As
this
this
sort of thing.
infernal creature does swoop up again, and as he swoops back, what are you guys doing? You're picking yourself up. So
I'm going to
So
shoot.
he's closer
shooting again?
now, right?
If he's in range, is he?
Yeah, so for you, he's coming from the rear, and
Oh,
you're
shit.
at the front of the boat. This thing does have a 360 swivel, but to do so, you'd have to kind of put your feet on like the bow
Oh,
of the boat,
fuck.
in the front of the boat, and shoot it. You are dexterous enough; you probably could do it, but that
Okay.
makes the risk of falling in great.
Oh,
So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna risk it to get the biscuit, I guess.
So you do
Swivel
whip
that
your feet
bitch.
around.
Yeah.
Hopefully your
God,
legs
I'm
don't
scared.
turn into
Go ahead and
biscuits.
fire away at your dex at plus 10.
Has anyone taken any damage?
Not yet.
35.
That'll hit.
Uh,
Viv,
I'm going to try
you don't
to.
have to do a disadvantage.
Thank you, Sammy. This is where we finally bond. In hell, on a boat. It's fine.
Had a really
That's not
violent
actually very bad.
encounter
Is
with the
it
deck
plus
of the
10
ship.
still? That's 24.
So, as you do begin to kind of aim at this thing, your hands begin
I'm
to
getting the
shake.
hang of this.
Some of the gunpowder in the air gets in your eyes. You kind of do this, and you feel your just grip on this edge begin to kind of waver as you feel Sammy's arm just kind of like just lift it up just
There
a
we
little
go.
bit
There we go. There we
as you
go.
fire, and both a bolt and a cannonball hit this thing at the same time. How much damage? Did you do?
24.
Was it
24?
4d10?
40-10.
Sorry, I should have rolled. I should have known.
Oh, for God's sakes. What the fuck? Can I move now that it's done? Oh, God.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. That's not bad. 23 points. I was really good at shooting cannons with some help.
So,
A little bit of guidance.
this thing, you know,
God.
gets struck twice, and you see him as he's flying in the air rip out this bolt that's in him now. As you see his skin kind of like charred and kind of pressed in from where the cannonball hit him, as they both struck him right in the abdomen. He's gonna swoop down and smash at the ship again, so you can.
Fuck,
make
would
your
I have
check.
had time to move?
No.
Fuck! I'm gonna be skelly-footed
You
too.
need that dex.
Oh god, or fat-footed.
You might be all
Fat,
skeleton.
400-pound fatty elf.
you never know.
Or fatty ranger. I would never move again.
The Willy Wonka.
Yeah,
Oh my
the blueberry.
Smells up.
Oh my god.
That's only be a 14
You're
this
gonna have to
time.
change the
I'm sorry, what am I doing? It's Dex.
Okay, so unfortunately the boat will take full damage
Oh,
as it is shaken, so everybody does need to make a check again.
I get up.
Saving
If I get
throws.
knocked back down again.
16.
16, that's enough.
23.
23, that's
19.
enough. 19 is enough.
16.
Down
15 is enough.
again.
Wait,
I'm
do I
back
need to
down
roll it
again.
differently since I'm in
I
a...
rolled a 2 and I got a -1 to my dex.
That's what you rolled last time.
I know, and I rolled a different
You
D20.
unfortunately are
Bang, God damn! Bloody hell!
Old
Sammy, you
skelly
do-
legs over
You
here.
do help Vivian load the gun, or the cannon, as you
Oh.
load your bolt. You do look down and see Booker just...
It's awesome! With his skeleton foot flopping
You
around.
know, like when a GTA character just gets the animation. That's what he's doing.
It's like, remember in Red Dead, the one place with the geysers? where
Yes.
you go push it?
You're like that video of the guy that jumps out of the golf cart.
Bam!
Am I still gonna have to be on the bow of the ship to shoot him? Is he still back
No,
behind?
because he's gonna.
He swoops, so he's back in the front.
Yep.
So I can
you're-
swing that bitch
Hard to
around.
starboard.
Starboard.
So, you guys can go ahead
Curd.
and shoot at him again. Oh, you looked at the front of the boat. Big gash in the front of the boat, also. So,
Neato.
a few
Neato
more of
for
those
Neato.
in this boat might.
So I got 35 again
Dim
to
is a secret
hit.
cannon expert.
Booker, you gonna fire your fucking cannon?
Oh, the deck keeps
27.
coming up and smacking me. I'm having a little bit of trouble, and it's just I keep getting
Alright,
these
roll
violent
damage.
encounters with the deck.
The skelly leg is throwing him off.
27 damage.
I've tried to reason with it, but it just keeps coming up at me, hit me in the face.
27 damage.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel.
19.
19. Okay.
One of those.
So you see this creature
how much longer?
right in pain as
Yeah. Oh, get out of here. There's other things you can go fight.
your bolt does strike him like right under the ribs as he kind of flies over you and smashes into the what is the
Mast?
I did
mast,
dehydrate.
yes.
Rob, you have
as
to
see-
hide.
I already did.
You feel the mask like
Shit.
as if like maybe another hit or two is going to completely destroy the boat.
Go bother something else.
As you kind of strike him after he kind of swoops, you kind of lean over and
Expert
hitting him in the
cannon.
back as you see him kind of like waver a little bit and then catch himself along the water as he swoops over.
Oh, darn. I wish you would have
You guys do
fallen.
need to
Maybe
make
he
a
would've-
dexterity saving throw though. As the
Maybe
boat
he
does
would have
its
turned into another.
All right, let's see if I can roll this again. I'll get knocked down.
But then you stay down.
Oh, there we go. That's better. I don't know if it's a success or not. That is an 11.
That's enough.
Yes!
Enough.
18.
11.
Enough.
11.
17.
Okay. So all around.
Oh, you bloody
Booker,
piece
as
of...
you do finally get this cannonball, it's been in your hand for a good like 10 seconds now as you've been rocking
12.
I'm gonna
stuff
say-
it in,
Please
get the
hit.
gunpowder in there. You help Vivian load up her cannon, Sammy, and
There might
We'll
be
get
two
him
of
down
you, but I'm going to
before-
hit one of
Have to
you.
do with the thing again. Okay.
as
Doesn't stand a chance. You are really good at this.
swing back towards
I had
you.
no idea.
Which one did we aim at?
3 of you roll your attacks. please.
I got a 35 again.
Okay.
Literally.
Nat 20.
Yes.
There we go.
I'm the best at shooting cannons.
What'd you roll?
All right, I rolled a 13, which
25
would be a
damage.
plus 10, so that'd be a 23.
25
So I
damage.
picked the right one that I'm seeing. I see 2 of them. I'm like, I think it's that one.
As the Fortnite did say. Okay. How much damage? 40.
Do I do double it up?
4d10.
Do I double
40,
it
10
up?
plus 40.
You double what?
Do I double it up
Multi.
with a natural 20 or does it matter?
It's max damage plus the roll.
Yeah.
40, 10 plus 40.
40 plus whatever
Well,
you
shit,
roll.
I hope it's going down after that. Shit.
Not bad. That is 10, 16, and they said it was plus 10. For the,
No pluses on the damage.
oh, that's 16.
If any of you guys were proficient in cannons or gigantic ballistas, I bet you had.
That's not my line of
Marine.
expertise.
If
You train hard enough, why not?
they're proficient in the watercraft itself.
I think that's
I'm not
Yeah,
a
you
sailor.
guys do.
Oh my
The
god,
more
that's
perceptive
so
of
much.
you. I'd say you all probably just are very impressed by his, because these are the roughest waters you've ever seen. You're very dexterous and don't get splashed. What did you get?
Still adding.
40 plus whatever you rolled. What did you roll?
That's what I'm counting.
What are you converting it to binary? What's going on? You're a 1-1.
72.
Okay. What did you get?
I don't have a plus, so it's just 16.
Mine was 25, I think. What is it?
I was shooting at two of them.
72.
25?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Okay,
guess I hit
so
the right
your
one.
bolt does hit this thing straight in the abdomen again as he just waver. As you see him drop and kind of come back up. Booker, as you shoot your cannon and you smash him right in the right shoulder as he does kind of do like a little 360 thing. And both of his swords as he comes out. As you and crack him right in the skull.
Oh,
and
thank
you
God.
see his neck snap back and as his body does go limp, but he still barrels right into you, so go ahead and make your check.
Oh shit, I'm still on the bow!
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, that's an 18 for that one.
Oh.
Okay.
Eat shit, you ugly bastard!
So the boat is
Alright,
very
now I
close
can
to
just see one of
sinking.
them now.
I got a 23.
23.
Holy
Dexterity
fuck.
saving throws, remember?
Oh, God.
Sorry, I forgot to
6.
say that. 6. You fall.
Oh shit. Well,
You're up in the crow, not the crow's nest, but like where the captain's wheel is too. Or no, you're with her.
Yep.
So yeah, you're not hanging over the edge though.
That's going to be a 17.
2.
Fall down.
19!
You're good.
Are you losing your balance because of your weird foot?
I don't
guy.
know.
Sammy, are you able to fix things?
Yes, slowly.
You need to work on the boat right now.
So there is a very small, like you
Now
see,
it's really
a
like
ladder
Sea
kinda
Thieves.
go down.
oh crap.
You go down. Or do
Is
you
the
look down
water really close to the side of the boat?
to the side of the boat that you're on?
Well, if I look down,
water.
don't want to touch the water. It'll
You
make
probably
me
got,
bony.
Either that or a 400-pound whale.
Well,
I'm gonna very carefully lean over,
There's
some
a
weird ass-
lot
I know.
of stuff.
which I can lean pretty far,
He does not need longer legs.
and I will attempt to
Or 2 heads.
do mending, which I think heals. Well, which I think fixes some stuff, but it's not that fast.
So
I think it fixes
do
1 foot
kinda-
sections a minute at a time.
if you do kind of look around the
Is it a
boat,
minute at a time?
Mm-hmm.
Or
it
6
is
seconds at a
taking on
time?
water.
Casting time
Shit.
1 minute.
Locke, you would probably be able to tell that the boat will get you to your destination, but it will definitely need heavy repairs. It's not going to sink anytime soon.
I
Just need
will.
everyone to be very careful, basically.
I will mend 1 foot parts at a time
Okay.
every minute.
Listen,
6
there's
seconds
we
at a
go.
time.
thieves.
No,
you
it's
take
1 minute
one piece.
casting time.
For mending?
Yeah, mending's a
Yeah,
minute.
but we can't
Oh.
use a bucket and scoop that shit out without
I don't
touching
wanna
it.
And I can only do a 1 foot section at a time.
Oh.
So 1 minute,
It's not
this
a
section will be
huge
fixed.
boat, but it's
This
not
section will be
a small
fixed. You know, it's going to take 6 minutes to do this. Okay, that's how much.
It's fine.
I think in D&D terms. Yes, is what
Yeah.
you guys are saying.
Yeah.
So probably
Excuse me.
take me about half an hour. Maybe 20 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah,
is
probably
it
about right.
is it on the? I mean, I probably.
Does anybody else know mending?
I'm proficient with tinkers too.
I can
Tools.
clean the boat. That's about it.
Is there any kind of tools that I can use to fix the boat?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Vivian,
Well, then I'm useless.
the imp does reappear on your cannon.
Can you help us?
And he just looks down the river and points.
Do I see anything in the way that he's
Make a
pointing?
perception check.
Watch this be when I don't roll well. I was wrong. That is a 19.
So, over the hellish landscape filled with this sinister river, chaos all around you, smoke, fog,
Pure
black
chaos.
powder, hell, the abyss. Your eye does catch a red glow, like almost kind of like a doorway.
Like a portal.
Could be. You could say that.
A portal, perhaps?
That's a poor
Looks like it's maybe like a month or two away. So you probably got a little bit to get there. Not
Could
long,
I,
maybe like a
now
couple
that I
minutes.
see it, could I point it out to Locke?
Sure.
Locke, do you see that red glow over there? Way, that way?
And as you do look over, as Vivian says this, you see this imp creature, and then right on her shoulder, and kind of wraps his like kind of wiry barbed tail around your neck.
We got some things to talk about at some point, but we'll get there when we get
I
there.
just made a friend.
Portal we're talking about, is it down the river then? Or do we need to get off
like
the
a
boat?
mile.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
down the river.
Okay, that's
It's
I
just
was
pointed
Just
at-
around the river bend.
just
Oh,
making
God,
sure I didn't
no.
have to get the
No,
boat
we'll
pulled.
probably have you make another sailing check at some.
These are the
Yeah.
colors of the wind.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all red and black and awful.
A very different version of Pocahontas.
I mean, or maybe it is
Think
because,
of this as my little raccoon
as
friend.
my man Pal Hatton said,
I'm
don't
glad I have
trust
a
these
rabbit
white
friend.
folks. The best quote of the movie, don't trust them white people. That's what he said.
Yeah, I'll start sailing towards this red portal thing that this imp is pointing at.
It's our best shot. Let's see a better idea.
I don't have any ideas besides getting the fuck away from wherever we
Yes, I
were.
like that idea.
I'm just along the bloody ride.
What the fuck happened to your foot?
I don't know.
He touched
As you do
I
stand
don't
up, like
know.
you haven't lost any strength or anything, and like you do begin to run. Do you run?
It'd be like
On the
wind,
boat?
right?
Like at all?
I mean, it depends. I'm probably not running because it's the boat.
Wait,
the boat.
Or we're still on the boat, right?
Yeah, you're still on the
Okay.
boat.
I mean, I've already.
You're on the boat.
He's running around.
Just making sure you're talking about running.
I'm possibly.
I'm on a boat and
I'm possibly suffering a.
Boats and hoes.
I'm on-
Boats and hoes. Gotta levy my boats and hoes.
I'm possibly suffering a minor concussion that I've been.
I don't think
So
the
I'm
concussion's
probably
what we
not-
should be worried
I'm
about.
probably not running. I'm probably hobbling because.
you've never really had sea legs, have you? Well, you're missing a leg kind of right
I
now
mean, it's
anyway.
not helping. Man.
That's what I was going to ask.
It's
Is it
probably
kind
a
of
little
a
bit more of a
permanent lip?
hindrance.
Because there's no
hindrance
meat?
You look down and it shocks him
bottom?
again, and then he
Would it
just
be a
falls over.
Well,
Leg look low.
I
shorter than
would
the other?
too, to be fair. I think if I had a skelly leg.
I mean, I've never been in the Navy.
Well,
neither have
apparently
I.
you wouldn't have cut it in
Neither
the
have I.
You already got it.
I don't believe you.
I've never been in the Navy.
You've been in something, I don't know.
Not the Navy.
You've been boating.
Big voting.
Yep.
What's,
Baby.
What's the merchant marine?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
Maybe he just has a hobby.
I
Nah.
think he just likes fishing.
Maybe he's a pirate.
He's a fisherman, right?
sure.
He's not a fisherman. But
Listen,
Maybe
I
he
didn't
likes it
know
still.
that I was an expert cannon mistress either, but we all find out things about ourselves under pressure.
Yeah, like he's got a skeleton foot now.
Yes.
yeah. So don't touch the water. You might turn into a bloody skeleton.
I'm avoiding it. There's been enough
Now I'm kind of wishing that more parts went in to see if it was gonna how much it would have been stolen.
I mean, this is gonna be quite. If we make it to the, if we make it back to the
everything from the waist down.
A boner? You're awesome. You've had a boner?
In a sense.
that means that they give
Or
a
even
new
worse,
meaning to the boner.
He gets in it again and he rolls and he gets that one where he gets bloated, so he has one leg that's bloated and one that's just a skeleton leg.
What
If
if
it was just his penis.
what? So what if my skeleton leg gets bloated and I just have very very large
Human body
bones?
has like 256 bones.
Just don't touch his face. He has a very
257
handsome
if watching
face.
Gossip Girl.
Anyway,
I'm
Let's
watching.
bring it back down to the depressing state
Yes.
of hell.
Nick, you
The
can probably go
abyss
to
on
all.
the hell.
I am aiming my
probably
cannon in
in
all
shock.
directions.
No.
if somebody
Okay.
wants to stop ringing that
I
bell,
will say, out of everybody here, you are probably the most used to dealing with shock. So, you at the moment
would I know
probably
that
just
I've had a
saying,
concussion or not?
Yes.
You're probably
Take
telling
charge.
them all just to shut the fuck up and just deal with it. We'll talk about it later.
All right, well let's go. We need to get the bloody fucking out of here. Let's just go. Let's hopefully the boat lasts.
As the
Long
boat's
enough.
going down the river.
Hopefully the boat lasts long enough to make it to the portal.
I'm confident the boat will last, right?
Yeah. You probably have another like 2.
Look,
3
I'm
miles
ready
or so, and you're going
To
quick
hit
enough
something with
probably
this
get there in
cannon
a
because
couple.
it's the only thing I'm in control of right
Make
now.
another system
theory.
check,
I rolled it already. It was an 18.
fixed.
and you're good.
You're doing great, Sammy.
So the boat is fixed enough.
Keep on it.
Good job.
Keep on it. We need every inch we can get.
What do you guys
That's
do?
what she said.
This music is far too jolly.
It's
it's all happy.
we need a little bit more like.
Go back to hell.
You said it'd be a couple minutes before we get down that mile.
Yeah, I'd say
I'll
like
let
2 or 3 minutes.
I'll let them know we'll be there in a couple minutes.
Well, I'm going to be
Alright.
honest with you. I don't know what we do when we get there, but I hope
Don't leave the boat until I
don't
tell
get
you
in the
to.
water so you don't turn into a skeleton.
Then I'll
What
start preparing to slow the boat down.
What does the part of his leg? So
So as you do begin to slow the
Yes.
boat down,
I
the
think
boat
it's just
does not slow
from
down.
did I
like.
just see
Oh
your
shit!
flesh?
Whatever
Okay.
mechanism it
yeah,
was,
I mean,
there's
I've
no
got torn
anchor,
clothes.
There's nothing really on the rudder
Torn
that can help
clothes.
the boat slow down, even if you pull the sail.
We're gonna have to jump.
What? It's not stopping.
What?
The boat's not stopping. We don't have an anchor.
Can we just
Well,
crash onto the land and hope for the
Well,
best?
you're
Well,
going
I mean-
toward the portal that's in the middle of the
Oh, the
Yeah.
portal's in the river. I thought it was
Yeah.
off
Okay,
the
I thought it
side.
was off to the
Go
side.
through it.
I was under the
I don't
impression.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
let's just-
I was on.
We're going through
Sorry,
it.
I did not explain that well enough.
I was
Oh,
under
wait,
the
we're
impression
going-
it was off the river, and I was
No,
gonna have to.
It's like in the middle of the river.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're going right
You guys
towards
will
it.
see it now. It's this bright, vibrant, like hellfire red. It
Alright.
fits under the scenery.
Brace
very
yourself.
well.
are you sure this is where we need to
We're
go?
going in there.
This is
Yeah.
my movement goal for the day.
Yes.
By going.
Alright, everyone.
By drinking some.
I did too.
Alright, everyone, hold on to something, because by God, we don't know what's on the other side of hopefully
I
it's not
will.
the wall.
I will say, as we're like 3 minutes out, if you can tie yourselves to the ship, that might be for the best.
As you look around, there are no ropes.
Sammy, just hold on to me. That seems to have worked so far.
I just said it'd be for the best.
Hold on to you, too.
Take the helm of this boat.
Okay.
Hold
I'll
on
say-
to each
I was
other.
going to say, just all let's get
Automatically.
lift around and just hold on to the. You try to grab onto what's left of the mast.
That is.
Sammy can probably just wrap
My
his
arms wrap around all of you.
Yeah, let's just grab as much as we can onto the mast. Can you grip
Did you
around
fix
this
the
enough
mast
to get
too?
onto the mast?
I fixed everything that I could fix.
Because I think the mast is
The mast
probably.
I
Everybody-
did not work on.
Just grab onto the mast.
Gather in.
But
Yeah.
the bottom half of the mast is still there.
Yeah, let's go. Let's grab onto this. Cause by God, hopefully there's not a waterfall or the wall at the end of this.
I'm heading straight for this portal then.
Let's go.
Hold on. I'm trying to do a better job of writing down things that have happened during the session so I can remember. So
John Skeleton Leg.
Well,
John-
I mean, I think
John
you know what,
equals
like when they have
gay?
like an amputee,
I
but
have
like it's
Sammy
right down
freaks
below
out.
the knee. I think it's kind of like that.
Imp appears. John Gay.
He also likes classical music.
So, you guys
There's
do
many
kind
interesting
of
things
brace
about it.
yourself and prepare
Yeah.
for going through this portal. Anything you guys are doing before you hit this portal, as it is upon you. As
Hold on!
you do
I
look
just
around
close my
here,
eyes and wince.
Hold on.
I know that
I'm coming.
I'm not necessarily doing the best job of expressing
I know.
No, you're
it,
good.
but there is
It's we could
chaos
die.
around you
Yes.
right now.
It is bad.
Mhm. Like
I'm just
Ragnarok levels of chaos around you. The nine hells themselves are collapsing in upon themselves and going underneath a demonic rule. What was once prided by a level of order and evil is now being overtaken by chaos. Imagine the most ordered thing in your life just
it's not
being
much.
thrown into chaos. That's what's
Yeah.
happening. A nice stack of papers you have, somebody just comes and throws them away.
Yes.
That's what's happening.
It's bad.
Right
I'm
now.
just closing my eyes and
It's bad, and you should feel bad.
I mean, terrified. We don't know what's on the other side of the
You all
portal,
do
but
still just have a very immense sense of depression. You are very
Right.
confused. You don't know why you're here. You don't know why Vivian fucking had keys and was letting you out, and why
No
the key
fucking-
turned into an imp.
No, I
fucking
have
clue
no
what's
idea.
going
I
on.
mean, I have questions, but I'm not.
Those are later
All right,
problems.
everyone.
That's for later,
Hold
Susie, to
on.
figure out.
So, you guys doing anything right before you hit the portal?
I'm going to say, hold on!
I'm
Keeping a
saying
tight
prayer
grip
to whatever
on.
protector
Holding the
may
thing
be
as
out
fast
there.
hard as I can.
And that's where he's going to.
Hold!
Keeping a tight.
No, not you. Not
Huh?
you.
Huh?
You
Hold!
four make a religion.
14.
Yep. Nope.
I'm fine.
I got a 3.
12.
12.
19.
I don't know what that was.
Liked it.
You got a 12?
3.
I got a
I
14.
got a 12.
4 minus 1.
You three hear a feminine giggle as you go through the portal.
I don't like
You hear
that.
it too. As you go through this
What
portal,
was that?
Was that everyone but him, basically?
I don't
Okay.
know.
the first thing that you probably wouldn't pick up on social cues like that, so it makes sense. As you do go through the portal, the first thing you feel is the ship drop.
Oh,
As you
shit.
guys all begin to kind of like fly up in the air, your grip on each other is released as you all do look at each other. The landscape becomes ever brighter and brighter and brighter. You guys lose vision of each other.
Ah.
This immense feeling of heat and pressure
Ugh.
and ringing in your ears.
Oh.
You all come to. You all very tiredly, very slowly moving your bodies as you come to look around at each other. Just lifting your heads, not your entire body. You find yourselves in the inner chambers where Lady Paler was. You guys would need to make a perception check for us. That doesn't seem fair. You cannot speak as you're kind of coming from. You're coming from death. Dry taste hits your mouth. You are stunned, for lack of a better term. Your eyes do follow. You all can make perception checks as you kind of look around here. What'd you get?
17.
17?
7.
17.
25.
23.
Everybody but Booker looks around.
I'm sorry, 16 if it makes a
You
difference.
see Lady Palero's bed. You see Lady Palero's dead body. You see your dagger stuck right into her neck. You see a few of your arrows shot around her.
Oh,
You see a few of her daggers
that
stuck
monkey.
into her also. You, facing the opposite direction as you wake up, do see Lord Shalaman, slumped up against the wall with your sword stuck straight through.
Holy fuck!
As you all are kind of regaining your strength and just able to kind of slightly move yourself, you hear several footsteps around you as you do kind of come to, and you see a few people in like priest garb, a few people in like really nice looking outfits looking at the scene of the crime. Like, they killed him. It was They're awake! We're getting in the session now.
We're being framed! Or we did it and we don't remember.
From one hell to another.
Oh, shit.
It's particularly bad for us.
So,
I think it's bad for
as we
everyone.
leave you guys all in a place of being framed for murdering several of the high-ups in Hardmire, where you actually have just re-emerged from hell,
Great. That's gonna win
into your own
people.
bodies. We'll discuss.
We'll discuss what happens to my body.
Has a skeleton leg.
Oh, God. Yeah, I want to see the skeleton leg.
We'll see what happens.
In your short time, I'll say that you did see the skeleton.
Well,
I guess you have armor on, but you felt it.
You could
It
just
felt
feel
different.
it.
The boot kind of felt a little bit looser than it
It's
normally
still very
is.
much there, yep.
Oh, my God.
Well,
So,
this will be
announcements.
interesting.
Oh, my God.
As always, giving back, gaming on, play games, heal kids. Playing for Extra Life, that donation link is down below. Currently, the only incentive we have for D&D and stuff is it's a $5 donation. Doesn't necessarily need to be for D&D, but a $5 donation, and use Captain Falcon, Falcon Punch, something that says that you want a Captain Falcon helmet made by Harrison. We're going to do that drawing there at the end of March 28th, I believe is what we said. Helping us get through to our goal for 2025. Again, thank you, Andreas, Fantastical Filaments. He's the one who does a lot of our miniatures. Thank you, Julian at Astralgrave. He's the one who did our Potato Place Gaming logo, as well as our lovely character portraits that we have this time. Coming,
Good thing they're from the waist up.
right? Otherwise, somebody's going to be bony. Coming up next week, we got some Mischief Makers on Tuesday. We have a Going Solo on Thursday. Because Jonathan sucks at life, Tales of Etheria will be finished eventually. That's not just your fault.
That time it was.
It
Now
will
it's
come
John's
to an end.
We're getting around
And when it comes to an end, I have another announcement D&D related. So, if you have Amazon Prime, you get one free Twitch Prime subscription each and every month. It helps us with all the fun stuff that we do for Dungeons and Dragons in this studio. It helps us with our equipment that we do for all of our other streams. Yeah, we appreciate it every time you guys use your subscriptions or Twitch Prime subscriptions. Yeah. I don't think I got... $1,000 lump sum. John will shave everything off.
Yeah.
If you do 200, he has a...
I have a goal of 200.
Part of me
He
really
has
wants
a-
to like get my tax
he has
return
a-
and be like,
$200 goal.
I know I have other
He'll play Spyro with a weird controller.
Yeah, one-handed controller, Spyro 2 with one-handed controller. So for that donation, just donate, use the same thing with the Calvin Falcon, just donate Spyro 2, PlayStation, whatever. That way we know what it's going towards.
So yeah. Did anybody have anything else?
Poop.
We will catch you guys next time.
framed!
Peace.
See ya!